This is Bruce Buffer, and this is the moment you've all been waiting for. It's time for the MMA-Holes!
Mixed martial a-holes. MMA-Holes, 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 MMA-Holes. You like to be a mixed martial a-hole. MMA-Holes, 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 MMA-Holes.
No way.
From the Aunt and Uncle Studios of Arizona, UFC 258 recap. Kamaru Usman is the king. Smash time. We're going to react to the recap. I came in like a wrecking ball with the MMA-Holes. Yeah.
Wonderful.
All right, we're not reacting. I mean, we're recapping.
I was wondering where you were going there.
We're gonna recap. We're gonna react to the recap tonight on the Monday show. Thank you for joining us. Episode number 163 of the MMA-Holes Hour. JBH, how are you?
Wonderful, Moss. How are you?
Wonderful.
Before we went live, I went on Instagram and saw my friend fall down the stairs. So I figured I'd just show it.
Oh God. You gotta play it with sound too. It's the best part.
Yeah, that was caught. My friend just decided to just go face first
He fixes the
down the
slides.
stairs. Yeah, good thing. Hopefully the slide's okay. But yeah, we'll give it another go.
It's a groan.
He's okay. You all right? The kids are laughing.
Yeah, the best part is the kid laughing.
All right, let's get one more shot here. Here we go. He's to be proud that I showed this. And there he goes.
Oh my God.
That's how we start the show tonight. Yeah, Kamaru Usman is a G. Kamaru Usman destroyed Gilbert Burns. Started off a little bumpy. I mean, Gilbert Burns had his moments in that first round, and then he started cruising. The jab took place, and Kamaru Usman yet again wins. Kamaru Usman, the welterweight king, sitting on the throne. And now people are talking about GSP, including myself. I was the one yelling and screaming. I was making people suck my boop, boop, boop during the stream. I was very happy about this win because, honestly, a lot of people were still going with Gilbert Burns, and I couldn't believe it. I could not freaking believe it. JBH, I know you were one of those people going with the Gilbert Burns. What are your thoughts a couple days after?
Well, it doesn't hurt me as much as it probably hurts a lot of other people because I even said before the fight, I said everything with my brain and everything with everyone else's brain should tell you that Usman's going to win the fight. So I went into this full well knowing that Usman was probably going to win this fight as much as I wanted to see Burns win. Mm-hmm. So it didn't kill me to see Usman win the fight. It wasn't like oh my God, I can't believe the way he won was shocking, but it didn't destroy me. And I'm sure, other people were, not as, it didn't take it as easy, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. He's just that good.
Are you ever going to bet against him?
I can't say I won't. I'm sure there's going to be another opponent down the road where I'm going to be like, oh yeah, he's going to take Usman and this is going to be Usman's kryptonite. I'm sure. I'm 100% sure that there's going to be someone else down the road. So no, I can't say I'm not going to bet against him again.
Kamaru Usman is just that good. And I noticed that there was a select few people out there that are saying, hey, you know what? That's it. I'm not bashing the guy anymore. I do not understand why people were bored by his style. I've been saying this for a while now. He's had some fights that weren't as fast-paced as this one or the Colby Covington one. But Kamaru Usman, for the most part, he plays to his opponent. And then when he gets mad, when he gets a little hurt, he fucks his opponent up. It is crazy. Like, he got stung by the punch of Gilbert Burns. And he said, you know what? It's not on my watch, and decided to switch it up, smack him around with that jab, and literally destroying him in the third round. It was crazy to watch. I did pick a decision. I thought he was going to dominate him and hold him against the cage, but he did get hurt in that first round. And note to future opponents, do not hurt Kamaru Usman early in a fight because you will find yourself face first in the mat.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Just saying. You don't want to hurt him. You don't want to hurt the man because clearly when you make him angry, this is what happens. Now, after the fight, he calls out Jorge Masvidal for the rematch. Tough. I understand why Usman is doing this. The man will get paid a nice penny, and honestly, it's an easy win. A lot of people are like, well, Jorge only came off the couch and filled in and this and that. People forget that Kamaru Usman also had this on short notice. This man was literally on his way home, not cutting weight anymore. Thought, hey, I'm not fighting. And next thing you know, they give him a call. Hey, you're fighting Jorge. Get back over here. So Kamaru Usman was pretty much in the same boat as Jorge here. A full camp Usman versus a full camp Masvidal, I don't think is going to be competitive, to be honest. Maybe you'll have some flashes in the first round of Jorge zinging his punches around like Burns, but I don't know.
Masvidal did begin calling him out immediately after his first loss to Usman, saying that his time off, or he didn't have enough time to prepare and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So he really has no reason or excuse to not take the fight.
Listen, Jorge Masvidal and Jorge Masvidal's manager. Run it back with Nate. Smack him around again. Get another BMF belt. Don't put yourself in this situation. You will get pummeled. I'm telling you right now. I'm warning you. I'm trying to help you out. Now, if you want to get a paycheck and give it a go, sure, I'll watch. I'll enjoy it. But Jorge, fight Nate. Fight Nate. Ducking Colby, right?
Fought Nate.
What happened? Colby Covington, duck. This guy, it's kind of wild with Jorge Masvidal because he does have this mystique of this tough guy, but he's ducked Leon, he's ducked Jorge.
He ducks everyone.
Yeah, and it's like I guess it's similar to the Conor McGregor thing, right? Where he is getting what he wants because he's a big draw. The only thing that's weird about Jorge Masvidal is he was never a champ. Like the BMF doesn't count, and I can't see why the hell like he's getting this special treatment when you got legitimate guys in there that should be fighting. Leon Edwards should fight Colby Covington, and the winner of that should be fighting Kamaru Usman. Or if you really want to be fair, give it to Wonderboy. Everyone else lost to Usman. Wonderboy's top 5. Throw him in the mix, But Jorge Masvidal is a big draw, and it looks like that's what's the fight to be. Now, JBH, what do you think about Jorge Masvidal and Kamaru Usman Part 2?
I mean, I would rather honestly see Covington rematch with Usman, but Masvidal's just gonna run.
Wonderful.
Roberto.
I think everyone knows Usman will wrestle Jorge the 5 rounds and win easy. Usman is saying he's going to knock him out. Does that make a difference, maybe?
I see a similar fight as the first one, but I see it more dominating. I see Usman imposing his will more, and he's got a couple more tricks this time around. He also has a lot of strength, and that jab is a problem. I don't know if it's going to be a finish. You know what?
He could finish.
It's not like Jorge Masvidal is the guy that gets finished a lot, though. The dude's very durable.
I mean, come on. It's not like you really know that he's the guy that gets finished a lot because he runs from everybody.
Well, listen.
And the fights that he does take,
the guy's
super
tough.
Easy fights for
he
him.
is a tough guy, but like I said,
he took Nate Diaz and Ben Askren, both of which he knew full well that he had a way better advantage over.
Well, Darren Till.
What about Darren Till?
Darren Till's the GOAT, right? Darren Till's one of the greatest of all time.
Darren Till was already showing weaknesses before the Masvidal.
Wow.
So you can't be like, oh, Masvidal's not want to get knocked out. He just hasn't fought anyone tough enough yet. Really.
Yeah. Well, after this fight with Gilbert Burns, you can make a very good argument that Usman very well may finish Masvidal. I mean, he finished Colby Covington.
Usman can 100% finish Masvidal.
Colby Covington's not a guy that you could just run over and finish. I mean, that fight was a war into the 5th round, but he did rearrange his face.
Who, Covington?
Maybe Usman maybe does finish Masvidal.
He can 100%.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy. But listen, Jorge's getting another shot, it looks like, and coaches of Tough, I'm not down. I know Usman came from Tough, so it's gonna be a little nostalgic, and Jorge's probably gonna be talking some smack, and you're gonna have a lot of cringe going on between the two. Might be somewhat entertaining. But I don't understand how they can't put together Jorge and Nate in tough. I don't understand. I feel like that's so much better. Even Colby Covington.
Didn't you say you wanted Covington, Masvidal?
Covington and Masvidal is the one I wanted, but then when I realized that Jorge is literally running from Covington. I mean,
he's running from everyone.
But Colby Covington, he wants no part of. He clearly doesn't want any part of that.
I mean, can you blame him? Covington would run him over.
Well, I mean, not according to Jorge. According to Jorge, he'll baptize
just
him.
talks a bunch of shit.
So, I think if you're talking about entertainment, there's no other person but Nate. Like that, there's no other. You know, run that shit back and have a novelty fight again with those two. But Kamaru Usman, as much as I like him as a champ and I think he's coming together, I don't know if I could sit through a season of tough with Kamaru Usman doing a Stevie Wonder head.
I don't think he would do.
You know, like I don't know if it's just it's gonna be unwatchable.
Yeah, he wouldn't be tough.
It's like two guys just acting like super cool.
Wonder Boy came out on Twitter following that fight and said he said, seeing as how he's the only one who hasn't fought Usman yet in the division, that he should be the one to take the next fight with Usman.
Wonder Boy and Usman. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. I'm talking about tough now.
Yeah, but why would you? I don't know why we would even ponder the idea of Usman and tough. Like,
it's stupid.
It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it's dumb.
So let's just put tough aside. Give Wonder Boy Usman. And if you wanted to talk about tough, I would do Covington Masvidal, not Diaz Masvidal. Covington Masvidal is fun.
It is fun, but then what you do with Leon?
Well, I mean,
you can't just let Leon hang.
Yeah,
you can't do that.
It's not official yet, that fight. So what if they don't officialize that fight?
Wait, so what are you doing with Leon Edwards?
I don't know.
You shelving him some more?
No. I'm not shelving him more. I'm just saying that fight's not official yet. So what if they don't make that fight official? Then they're gonna have to find Leon Edwards another opponent anyway.
You know what? I would even be more interested in Masvidal versus Edwards in tough, just because that stupid 3-piece Minnesota bullshit. Like that storyline. I would be more interested in that. I don't care. I want to see Usman just defend the belt and be the king. I don't want to see him in a reality show again. I couldn't stand Usman in the first season when he was in tough the first go around. I just couldn't stand him. And I started to like him more as he became a champion and his rise up top, he started becoming more likable to me. But then going back into tough and going down that cringe road, it kind of ruins it. It kind of ruins the Usman mystique right now. I want to see him break the GSP records. I want to see him be the welterweight GOAT. I don't want to see him on a reality show.
I don't think he will.
If you're going to do a fucking reality show, you throw the clown Masvidal over there. Yeah. You throw him over there because honestly, he's a novelty act.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to see Usman on tough.
Like that's my opinion.
You don't even have to ponder it because I don't think it's going to happen.
And you throw Colby Covington, like you said.
Like Dana White's. I don't even think Dana White would go for something like that.
All right, let's see what the chat says.
Drew Becker says CM Punk and Brock Lesnar tough coaches. Cool Breeze says Leon needs the next shot. He's been through enough. Abed says Leon hasn't fought in like 40 years. But you guys have to remember, Leon did fight Usman already.
So what are you saying, though? If Leon hasn't fought in 40 years, another 40 years, you put him on the shelf? Like, it doesn't make any sense. You can't just have guys, like, just keep skipping the line.
LOL, Novelty Act Moss. LOL says 2 joints. Eli says Nate and Connor would be amazing. Gun Show Tonight says a Lil D. Masvidal isn't tough. Who said that? Nobody said that. About better tough should be Masvidal Covington. Super Skunk says Juiceman is on roids. Uncle Mike H says 2 joints is the GOAT. The glove touches Johns versus Stipe on tough. Aunt Ann says Usman the best. Brewster says I think he is in his prime right now. Do you guys forget the Till fight?
Who are you talking? You talking about Masvidal? Guys, he's in his prime right now. The dude's been fighting forever. What the fuck? How long does it take to get in your prime? The guy's got hands, and the guy's got good takedown defense. The guy's got cardio. I'm with you. The guy's decent. He's a decent fighter. And I've met him. He's actually a really nice guy. But I'm just trying to understand here, why you guys sucking this guy's dick so much? I don't understand. And people are criticizing me for being all over Usman, but I was right. You know? Everyone that's slobbing the knob of Masvidal is wrong. Like, the guy is like a journeyman that found a niche that works. And now he's making a lot of money because of his shtick, and it's great. Good for him making that money. But to just throw him in the mix for another title shot is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Like I don't know. Listen, whatever. If you want to see a boy get beat up again, so be it. But I don't want to see him on the reality show like against Usman. Like I'd rather see a little more interesting of a reality show if we're gonna watch that shit. Just my opinion.
All right. Me either sucking his dick, says Aunt Ann. Trent says the only fight is Usman Covington rematch. Is he still making a lot of money, says Bout Better. Who, Masvidal? I mean, you would
Masvidal's killing it.
Assume so.
He's just got the thing. He's got the
it's the name value. I mean, of course the UFC's paying him
he's
good money.
sexy, man. The guy's like how he's a sexy man, you know?
Drew Becker says Usman wants an easy fight. He's fought the best in the division. Brewster says 5-second KO shtick. Wesco says Jorge no title fight. Yeah, I don't see him getting the title fight anytime soon.
You don't? Why? What do you mean? He is getting it.
No, I don't see. I see them doing either Wonderboy Usman or the winner of Covington Leon Edwards Usman.
Wonderboy Usman or Covington Edwards versus. Okay, fine. Yeah, I'm with you. But it doesn't matter what you want to see. The UFC is going to make this fight happen.
No, what I see them doing. I don't know if that's what they're gonna do. I mean, Usman called him out, so I guess it does boost the chances of it happening. But I don't see it.
You think the UFC is gonna go the other way?
Yeah, I think the UFC is gonna give him either the winner of Covington Edwards or Wonderboy, because Wonderboy hasn't fought him yet.
Listen, they're about to put Poirier versus Conor for a trilogy fight.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's impossible.
Think about what the UFC is doing here. What they're gonna do with Masvidal is they're gonna do the same thing. Like, he brings numbers, No, so
but more numbers than if Covington won against Edwards.
Yeah, because they want to sell. Yeah. Usman is the top selling guy up there, welterweight. There's no one even close.
I'm saying if Usman fought Covington, you're saying.
I mean Masvidal. Excuse me. Did I say Usman? Masvidal is the top selling guy.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean there's no one close right now. Masvidal, Usman is the best welterweight. I mean, literally, like, there's a huge separation in my opinion. But when it comes to dollars, Masvidal is the guy. Masvidal has proven that you could put a fake belt, throw him up against Nate Diaz, you sell a lot of pay-per-views. Even when you threw him with Usman, they sold some pretty decent amount of pay-per-views. So Masvidal's he's a draw. So what they're going to do is they're going to shove him into a tough house. They're going to have all this cringe. They're going to have a fight. Masvidal's going to get his ass whooped. And then we move on.
I don't know.
Figure it out.
I don't know. Terry says, is it true anatomy of a fighter is quitting MMA due to COVID?
Usman knocking out who, lol?
Burns, Covington, and probably Masvidal next. It's kind of like Khabib too. Like, think about it. When Khabib was a champ and he started getting more comfortable, he got better, right? It's like Khabib right before retirement with Gaethje and Conor and Poirier. Like, every win that was happening, it was just more dominating and more dominating. I see the same thing with Usman. I see that he's starting to get everything's on track, and he's becoming more dominating. He's becoming more comfortable up there. And the more and he's already beat all these guys already.
Yeah.
He knows how to beat them already. So you just throw him back in there, he's even more prepared to fight these guys. So I see the same thing. I see Usman just dominating however he pleases, So it would be interesting if you threw a Wonderboy in there, because he's a different...
I like it because he hasn't fought him yet.
Yeah, he hasn't fought yet.
So it's not like... I mean, listen, Usman would probably win, but it's not like Usman knows really what to expect already, having fought him in the past.
It's not going to happen, though. Masvidal... Wonderboy is just not going to get it. He's not. If you think about his shots with Tyron, like, arguably two of the worst fights ever. Like, everyone's complaining about it. Does this look like weird blurry, or is it me? How's the quality on there? Does it look like cloudy?
No, it always looks like that on that TV. Look.
It's just the TV?
This is what it looks like on here. It's
okay,
clear.
It looks better.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I was working all day on the graphics.
Yeah, the TV always looks like that.
Yeah, so listen. What makes sense is Leon Edwards fights Colby Covington, the winner fights Usman. I mean, I think there's really no other way around it. But what the UFC is going to do is a whole different ball game. It does make sense for them to put together the Masvidal thing because of the numbers, the money. People are going to watch those pay-per-views and they're going to want to buy. So, all right, fine. We'll watch that. So be it. Now, I'll ask you in the chat, do you think Masvidal is going to win?
That's a silly question.
Well, a lot of people think.
Get out.
Because he's got a full camp, Jess.
Oh, God. Uncle Mike H says, Moss, it looks good. Uncle Rogelio says, Fook Nightbot. Aunt Ann says, looks good on our... Yeah, it's fine. Just start at RTV. Lil D says, wonderful, wonderful. Jacob says, how does Leon go from KHAMZAT to Colby? LOL. Well, they were trying to put together KHAMZAT for a long time. And then it just didn't work.
Well, KHAMZAT shouldn't even be fighting Edwards.
Do you think KHAMZAT's running from Edwards? Because it's just a coincidence that 3 times they've tried to put this fight together, and
I wanted
can't
Khamzat
fight.
Masvidal. That's what I wanted. That's the fight I wanted, but that's never going to happen anytime soon.
Do you think
No,
Khamzat
he had
might
Cody.
be overhyped and fighting the number 3 ranked fighter?
I think they were pushing him a little bit too fast, but I don't think he was running. I think he was game. He was ready to go, but honestly, he has to be 100% healthy to fight a Leon Edwards, a top freaking 3 guy.
Lingering symptoms of COVID?
Yeah, it's called his pussy was sore. I don't fucking know. I don't know. I don't care about Khamzat, to be honest. And not right now, until we know when he's coming back, I don't even want to talk about him. Because we don't know what's next. We don't even know if Khamzat could recover from the COVID. You know, like he literally, this is twice.
They said he recovered, but he had lingering effects.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe there's long-term effects on this thing. So the UFC is going to get a hold of him. They're going to try to, do like what they did to Ngannou, I'm assuming, and see what happens then. But I don't even give a shit about Khamzat right now. I want to focus on who is the guy to be a problem for Usman. Like, who is that next guy?
You should care about Khamzat because if he did fight Edwards, he's right in the line of fire for a title shot.
Khamzat is like 3 away. You could do 3 away. The way the UFC is, maybe
think
2.
About him because it's not going to be long if he maintains this.
He shouldn't be 3 away though, but he will be. The UFC will force him up if they feel he's ready. And maybe he will be a problem. Maybe Khamzat is the problem. Maybe. I don't know. I don't think so, but maybe. But yeah, Leon Edwards. I was going to pick Leon in that fight. I really thought Leon would beat him.
Be a problem for Usman, I don't think.
Right now, listen, Usman is very good. Usman is a special fighter. I went on and on about this previously. I don't need to beat a dead horse here. I know a lot of people don't like Usman. And, I don't know. I feel like after Saturday, how could you criticize the man? He was very respectful in the defeat of Burns. Him? Who?
Yeah. The chat.
Who criticized Usman? Have you gone on social media? People don't give a. People can't stand him. People can't stand him. I don't.
Well, I knew people couldn't stand him before the fight. I didn't really see much. I saw more people coming out of the woodwork saying that they were defending Usman.
Okay, chat. Do you like Kamaru Usman? Yes or no? Let's see. Let's see if they like Kamaru Usman. Maybe I'm wrong.
God. Jacob says because he's boring. Brewster says not me. Hound Dog, y'all got Leon. Let's see him at 185. His nickname is Cringeman.
Here they come.
Yes, no, yes, meh, yes, bro, more people were for Usman. Hate Usman, no, I like Usman, yes, now. No, but he's good. No, yes, he's cool, he's meh. Fook Usman, no, love him. It's like 50-50. I like Usman a little more, not really. Yes, but he's not the GOAT. No. Hell no. No cringe. Yes.
Look at Islam.
Usman all day. No cringe. Yes. No. Usman all day. Don't be racist. Boo. Llama. Guy Toke. Woodley.
Wow. We should do a poll. We should do a poll.
Yeah, it's like 50-50.
Do you like Usman? I think we should throw a poll in the community section. I'm curious. I'm actually curious what people think. I would guarantee that maybe it'll be close, but yeah, I would guarantee more no's than yes.
I think it's closer than you think.
Well, now he won some people over. I'm sure he won some people over from Saturday night. I mean, if you're on the fence, if you're like, I don't know how I feel about Usman, and then you watch Saturday night, I feel like you're on the Usman train. But
yeah, he could have easily.
If you are Marty Snoozman, the Colby Covington thing, he's an eye poker, he fakes growing shots or whatever, he hugs and snuggles and whatever he does, crotch sniffer. If you're that person, you're never gonna like Usman. You know what I'm saying? You're never gonna change. You're gonna stick with your guns, and that's how hardcore MMA fans are. They don't give a shit. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
No matter how good you are, I'm still gonna not like you. That's just how I feel. That's how they are. But with Usman, I flipped. Like I said, Ultimate Fighter, I did not like him.
You did not like him in the
I
beginning.
couldn't stand him in the Ultimate Fighter. I was rooting against him every single fight. And then as I got to know him, as he progressed, and I realized how good the freaking guy was, yes, he was cringy along the way, and I criticized him for being cringy, but saw him being a champ, now seeing him being a dominating champ. And
I think it's okay to change your mind, though. Because I think everybody's done it. Even if it's not just with Usman, I think it's just with most people. Like, to say that you haven't changed your mind about a fighter throughout their career, I think it would be silly. I think everybody's done it at least once with somebody. Change their mind on how they feel about them.
Dana White is 100% right. That Colby Covington fight, and it was because of Colby, really. I mean, because Usman, is Usman. Like, he will grind you forever. But if you have the jiu-jitsu like Burns has, if you have the wrestling like Colby Covington has, they nullify, and now we're stuck on the feet. And now we get to see how Usman can strike, and the dude's got pop. He's got, I mean, a jab. He could hurt you with a jab. Kind of like Khabib. I mean, I haven't seen really many people make this similarity, but think about it. Khabib's jab is ridiculous. Like, Khabib's jab is stiff. A lot of people talk about it as a fighter, but you don't hear fans.
The problem is he doesn't get close enough to make contact. When he gets close, it's for a takedown.
Well, Usman's got those long arms.
Usman can make contact.
Those Nigerian long arms. Right in your face. Man, Usman is scary. And Usman will defeat all the records. He will take all the records from GSP, mark my words, and he will be the greatest welterweight. It's very simple for me to see. I know a lot of people don't want to, jump off GSP because GSP is the GOAT, but we're seeing something really, really special here with Kamaru. So we'll see what happens with that. We have to get into the news here, JBH. We've been rambling a little bit here. Yes. So what do we got? What are we going to start with, Jess?
Okay, so this isn't what I wanted to start with, but you made me throw it on the website. Julian Marquez, Miley Cyrus.
Yeah, quickly. Really quick. I just wanted to put him on a wrecking ball. Like, that's all I wanted to do, really. I just needed him on there. Very cringy, the interaction between him and Miley Cyrus. But yeah, what happened?
Marquez, well, a lot of people are saying he blew it because he, obviously he wanted Miley Cyrus to be his Valentine after he won his fight at UFC 258. Miley Cyrus then responded in a tweet and said, what did she say here?
You got to do it in Miley's voice.
She said she would oblige Marcus's request, but only if he shaved her initials into his chest hair. Now, this is the moment Marquez should have been like, I got it. He was so close, right? But then he blew it. Mm-hmm. And he insists that he didn't blow it, but everybody else knows that he blew it. A few hours later, he responded.
Hold that thought.
Wonderful.
Michael Areta.
I'm still going with Street Jesus. I'm
sure you're not the only one. I have a feeling a lot of people are going to be going with Street Jesus. And that's fair. Listen, he's got a big fan base. I just don't see it. I do not see it.
Wonderful.
Nothing against Burns, but the man walked into the jab. A boxer or kickboxer will stun Usman.
Well, I mean, Leon Edwards has some pretty damn good striking, and it didn't work out. Thank you, Roberto. I mean, Wonder Boy would be interesting, because that jab is, you got to think, I don't know if that jab is really going to be a thing. It's going to be more of, can Usman take Wonder Boy down, which would be interesting. So, like, that fascinates me. Wonder Boy and Usman fascinates me. We saw Jorge. Jorge was like blowing kisses and licking his ear. Like, everyone's talking about how Usman was foot stomping and shoulder bumping and kneeing for like 5 rounds straight. But why are we not talking about how Jorge Masvidal was just too busy blowing him kisses? Good game plan.
Wonderful.
So Marquez responded with a counteroffer and told Cyrus to get a henna tattoo of his Cuban Missile Crisis nickname on her stomach. And now he's insisting that he didn't blow it between them. They were saying, Julian Marquez really fumbled the bag. This could be yours, but you're dumb. And I have to agree, he blew it. He was the one who wanted her, right? He's the one who was saying he wants her to be his Valentine. And then she comes out and says, okay, but, shave MC into your chest. He would have had it. All he had to do was shave MC into his chest. But then he has to come back with some stupid fucking counteroffer. Like, no, bro.
Yeah.
No, you just had it.
I think he was trolling. I don't think he wanted to be with her.
Oh,
I think
man.
he was fucking around.
He blew it.
No normal human being would respond. Or maybe he is like
he's fucking
a caveman. I don't know.
Like, he fucking blew it.
Maybe you should suck my dick, or like, it was just a weird ass response from the guy. What was the exact words?
He said
Where's
that.
The tweet?
No, the tweet's not on the article. He said that his counteroffer told her to get a henna tattoo of his Cuban Missile Crisis nickname on her stomach.
Yeah, I think he put a picture up too. Hold on. Where is it? Julian Marquez?
Like, You got what you wanted, and now you're. Why? First of all, why the counter offer?
Nah, he didn't want to be with her.
What?
He was fucking around. Yeah, because you wouldn't say that.
He was sure talking it up at the post-fight, Moss.
What's his Twitter? I don't even fucking know.
I don't know.
Oh, fuck him. All right, that's it. That's all I'm going to talk about. Next.
All right, Dana White defends Kamaru Usman's legitimacy as a fighter and potential superstar, saying he's the whole package. According to Damon Martin of MMA Fighting, if Dana White could just wave a magic wand and create pay-per-view superstars, the UFC would have at least 12 on the roster to sell a dozen events during the year, but that's not how it works. When it comes to the UFC welterweight champion Kamaru Usman, he's been a part of a massive card before. His fight against Jorge Masvidal sold 1.3 million pay-per-view buys, but he's not quite built himself into the kind of draw where fans will tune in to watch him compete no matter who the opponent is. On Saturday night, Usman proved yet again that he's by far the best welterweight in the world when he dispatched number 1 ranked contender Gilbert Burns with a TKO in the third round at UFC 258. Usman now won 13 consecutive fights at 170 pounds, which moves him past a record previously held in the division by GSP. He also faced and beaten 4 of the top 5 ranked fighters in one of the toughest weight class in the entire sport, but somehow Usman is still scratching and clawing for respect, which seems like lunacy to UFC president Dana White. Dana White said, quote, "This kid's the real deal. He breaks GSP's consecutive win streak record for tonight. For the people that actually know about fighting, they know that this win tonight was a big deal over a very motivated, well-trained, mentally tough, confident, badass kid."
You know what's funny? When Dana was doing that post-fight press conference and he said that comment, I felt like he was talking to me, Jess. Like, no joke. I was looking at him like, I got you, buddy. I know what I'm talking about.
All right.
I was looking at him. I was like, yep, keep it going, Dana. That's me. What did he say again? What did he say? Go ahead.
He said he breaks GSP's consecutive win streak record tonight. For the people that actually know about fighting, they know that this win tonight was a big deal over a very motivated, well-trained, mentally tough, confident, badass kid.
Thank you, Dana. I feel like he said that to me, Jesse. He said, I was yelling and screaming for a week, losing my voice. In fact, my voice today is all fucked up because I'm just screaming at everyone like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Hold on, I'll put something up here. Like, what are you doing?
Maybe
what a
Dana
fight.
White was
Both
watching.
guys putting on some performance tonight. Back and forth the whole time. Round 1, Burns should be Burns, and round 2 should be Usman. Here comes Burns trying to work on the chest. When it comes to takedowns, nothing. Nullifying each other. The former teammates. Oh, the jab again by Usman drops Burns. Burns eats it. Bounces off the mat. Herb looks at him. Here we go. Come on, Usman with the ground and pound. Here we go. Gilbert Burns trying to get back up. Usman cracking. Yes. 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 Come on, Usman for the win. Fuck off. Fuck off. Hey, GSP, move over. There's a new welterweight king. Mark my fucking words. I've been saying this since day fucking 1. You guys suck. You don't know who the real champ is. Kamaru Usman is the champ. Knockout. 3rd round. Suck it. Suck my dick.
Did you guys suck my dick yet or what? How many people in the chat? Let me know with the ones if you sucked my dick after that. Now that's commentating, Jesse. Just suck my dick.
Yeah.
I feel like
some way to talk to the MMA community after
I'm just trying to
big
help
win.
people out, man. Like people make bets and stuff like that. If I'm very positive about something and I'm yelling at you, what are you doing? Just listen to me. If not, then suck my dick.
Sometimes it's not that easy to listen to you, Moss.
All right. Anyway,
Oh, good.
just patted myself on the back. What else we got, Jess?
All right, so he continued on by saying, listen, this guy's got nothing but badass dudes lined up. If he doesn't have the respect now, he should have gotten it after Colby Covington's fight. I can't stop talking about the Covington fight. One of the greatest fights I've ever seen. Anybody who didn't respect him after that, that's your problem, not his. White says anybody who is a devoted fan should not only know Usman, but understand the kind of accolades he's already built up since arriving in the UFC from The Ultimate Fighter. Since winning the reality show, Usman has remained undefeated while taking out every opponent the UFC has thrown at him, including the current reign as champion, where he successfully defended the title 3 times. Usman may not be the kind of box office draw like Conor McGregor just yet, and there's no guarantee that will ever happen, but White knows when it comes to fighting, there's nobody better in that division. As far as a timeline for when Usman might start crossing over into national commercials or earning huge endorsement deals with brands, White won't try to predict the future, but he couldn't imagine a better role model for the UFC when those kinds of opportunities come along.
So I'm trying to figure out how can we market Usman. Like, you got the African market, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do they really buy a lot of pay-per-views in Africa, Jess?
I don't know.
I don't think so. I think that's the problem. Like, you have these guys that have a whole other country that could back them, or a continent that could back them.
Well, I think there could be a very good market in Africa.
Nigeria.
I think it hasn't been honed yet.
Is Nigeria, though, they buying pay-per-views? No. They're not buying pay-per-views in Nigeria. Like, so that's the fucking problem. Israel Adesanya, Kamaru Usman, Ngannou, beasts, absolute beasts. But the problem is the flag that they're carrying. Yes, their people are supporting them, but they're not paying for the pay-per-view.
Well,
they're not paying.
I believe that
They're not traveling to events, wasting all this freaking money to watch the fight. Well, they can now, but that's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the problem with marketing these guys. Hopefully, they could get into Africa and try to do something. The Nigerian stadiums. I don't know where the fuck they get, but hopefully they could do something where they could find a way to bring them to their people and get that.
Yeah, I think
support.
having the market and the support of where you're from is very important for any fighter. And I think you're right. I think it would be harder to hone in on the African audience. However, I don't know if it's necessarily impossible to do. It's not going to be as big of an audience as, say, Russia, but I don't think it's impossible to hone in on the audience in Africa.
Yeah, then you got fucking Larry on his plow, with the straw coming out of his mouth. Like, I'm not rooting for that Usman fella.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Yeah, that guy's not rooting for him. But I'm just saying, that guy's not rooting for him. The guy in the tractor. He's like, where's that McGregor guy fighting? What is that black fella do? I'm not going to root for that guy.
Yeah,
I'm not going to buy that pay-per-view.
so fucking
But that's the thing. You got that guy. So that's the problem.
One guy out of what? How many people actually support Usman?
There's a lot of those guys, unfortunately. Sit on the tractor. Yeah, like we walked around down the block when McGregor's fighting.
Stop.
You got to watch that McGregor fight.
You got to stop.
They're not saying you watch that Usman fight. It's the truth. It's a hard truth here. So the question is, how does the UFC find a way?
He also has an American audience. He's
he
from
does.
America, like.
So you have to tap into that, right? You have to find a way to tap into the American people. How do you do it? Because Usman he's not a very vocal person. I kind of like it. It's refreshing, actually, the way he talks on the mic. I kind of like it. I'm usually more towards the trash talking type. But let's be serious. Jorge Masvidal is the most lame person on the mic. When they did that BMF press conference, I literally wanted to blow my brains out. It was the worst. Yet people are sucking this guy off. Boring as fuck. Like, no charisma. Just like, yeah. You ready to fight? I'm ready to fight. Street Jesus. Like, what the fuck is that? What do we do with Usman? How are we going to do this? Because Jorge Masvidal somehow is superstar.
I think.
Does he start dressing like a cocaine drug lord or something? What does he do?
I think with Usman, he's already tried changing his personality once, or what you like to say is finding himself. He's gonna have to re-find himself into another character. That's what he's gonna have to do.
He did,
and sell himself differently.
I did notice. It was actually kind of cool when he was talking to his pop on the phone. It was actually really cool, man. You heard his accent coming out, and he's talking to his dad, and he's getting emotional. That was a cool experience. But then gets off the phone. He's sitting there in his James Bond suit. I noticed he wasn't wearing his African garb, right? He had the James Bond suit on.
Always wear it.
So maybe that's what he's doing here. Maybe he's trying to appeal to the American audience now.
No, I think he's doing a very good job appealing to both, right? Because like you just said, what he wears, there's not like he wears one specific thing, all the time. He switches off. So I think he's doing a good job trying to appeal to both.
Might have been a calculated
sides
move.
Of where he's from. However, also to tail off of what you said, it's probably a little bit more difficult to reach out to the audience in Africa. So I would say he has to probably redefine his personality again and find another way to sell himself.
It's weird too? Like, they were talking about, hey, you think, anytime reporters ask Dana White, hey, you think you're going to have an event in Africa? He kind of brushes it off. You know why, right?
Well, because they probably won't be able to get
no one's
the
gonna
audience.
show up.
Yeah, the audience wouldn't be there. But
do it in the field, right? Throw it in the field.
What does that mean?
I don't know. At least it's expected, like the Rumble in the Jungle. You know, like back in the day with the boxing. Throw something, like have a spectacle event. Just put something. You gotta force it. You gotta throw these guys in Africa. You have to have a major event.
Yeah, but it has to be calculated.
Gotta do it.
It's not like they can just jump to Africa and be like, all right, let's put on an event. It has to be extremely calculated.
Gotta do something, man. We gotta do something. We gotta help Usman out here, man. Gotta do something. We gotta get this guy on top of the world. It's crazy. GSP was a rock star with Canada. You know?
Canada's a different market.
Rock star.
Canada's a completely different market.
I'm trying to figure this out, man. I'm trying to figure this out with Kamaru.
I think they'll get it. It's just going to take
I
time.
wouldn't be surprised, though, if like guys like Ali Abdelaziz or someone like that was probably like, hey, you know what? Rock a fucking tux. Go the James Bond approach. See if you hit a different audience or something. You know?
I know, but this is what I'm saying. I think he's catering to both audiences. By I guess representing himself with the American culture, but also trying to tie in the African culture. He's trying to cater to two different demographics, and I think that's smart if you think about it, because if they ever do advance to moving events to Africa, then he's going to be number one in catering to them. You know?
Yeah, I hope they do. I hope they can build something over there, because I'm telling you, man, when you look at the Adesanyas and the Ngannous, and I mean, these guys are freaking tough, man. They are like born to kill. Usman's a specimen. He really is. Ngannou is a freaking beast. You know, I want to see more. I want to see more of these guys that are coming out of here. So I'm hoping people start buying into Usman. He's a classy guy. You know, maybe he's a little cringe on the mic here and there. But the Ultimate Fighter, to me, is going to ruin his stock. It's going to ruin it. It did it for Ronda Rousey with me. I was a Ronda Rousey supporter until the freaking Ultimate Fighter. I wanted to kill myself. I was like, oh my God, Ronda's...
Islam, who the fuck is saying Africa's... Nobody said that, all right?
I said it's a continent, you fucking idiot.
Like, the spamming. I cannot stand the spamming. I will time your ass out.
This guy needs to... It's
check
like
people
himself.
just make shit up in their head and then they throw it out there as if someone said it.
Anyway, I don't care. So what do you think here? What are we going to do?
I told
this
you,
Ultimate
he has
Fighter,
to reinvent his personality and remarket himself.
The Ultimate Fighter with Ronda Rousey, it ruined it. Ruined the whole fucking thing. I was like, oh, God, Ronda, man. And it's going to happen with Usman. I just feel like he's just going to come across as the cringe. Jorge's going to be the hero.
I believe, listen, Usman has been champ for a little while, but I think he has plenty of time to reinvent how he markets himself, how he pushes himself, and what's next for him. I'm not worried. I think he'll be fine.
Okay.
Super chat.
Blue Chip 17.
Usman is like Mighty Mouse, great but not a ton of fan interest.
Like Mighty Mouse. Let me think about this. Yeah, Mighty Mouse just doesn't care. I got to say this. I'd probably rather listen to Usman than Mighty Mouse. Mighty Mouse, he just has more interest in gaming, and he doesn't even want to sell a fight. When he was in the UFC, he didn't even want to show up and sell fights. Yeah. He just wanted nothing to do with it. So I would actually lean towards Usman a little bit more. But Mighty Mouse is a G, man.
Wonderful.
Jonathan Wilberding.
Matt Riddle versus GSP would sell.
Matt Riddle versus GSP. Thank you, John. You have a story on GSP too, right? Saying that he was not impressed, or what was it?
Well, no, he didn't say
see enough.
He didn't say he was not impressed. He said he's not swayed to return after seeing the Usman fight, but he didn't say he wasn't impressed.
Wonderful.
Matt.
Kamaru versus Khamev is going to be fire. Kamaru should keep the Africa stuff for his personal social media or something. I don't want to hear about it during UFC promos and stuff. Well, how about Anthony Hernandez's crazy choke?
No, I like it. I kind of like.
I disagree.
I like it that he backs his heritage, because these guys with the Brazilian flags, it's cool, but he can't do it.
Yeah, it's weird.
Like, what the fuck?
That you say that with like every UFC fighter, even like
Burns is walking around like literally with
Conor McGregor with the Irish flag. Like, guys, everyone supports their cultural background in this sport.
That's crazy, man.
It's a little unfair for you to say.
Put the African stuff away. Like,
yeah, that's stupid.
I'm just saying the market is tougher. That's what I'm saying. It's probably tougher to sell. To make money off that market, right? You get a lot of savages coming from there, like great athletes, but to sell, put it away.
Yeah, that's stupid. I don't know. That's pretty ignorant.
Super chat.
Oh my God.
Marty is the most unlikable fighter in history.
In history? Wait, you're telling me he's more unlikable than Ronda?
You think Ronda is the most unlikable
Oh
fighter
my God!
in
Well,
UFC history?
she did not.
Guys, let's be real here. Who's
She
really
didn't-
the most unlikable fighter in UFC history?
Colby Covington is a guy that he
no,
plays
people
the
like
heel,
him. People do like him.
but he
though.
plays the heel and he's hard on
Who
a side.
Can everyone agree is the most
Luke Rockhold?
unlikable fighter?
Luke Rockhold.
I would say Luke Rockhold is a very unlikable fighter.
Who else? There's so many. There's so many guys you can pick over Usman. How do you not like fucking Marty, man? Marty fucking got on his knees. He was about to cry that he beat up his friend. You know, like he. And then the post-fight press conference was fucking touching, man. Like it was
Tito
crazy.
Ortiz.
Yeah, Tito Ortiz is a little knucklehead. He's a
That's
knucklehead.
funny.
That's good. That's
Worse than War Machine.
yeah, War Machine. Yeah, you got War Machine, and then you got Usman. Way worse. Sean O'Malley's another one. You know, it's kind of weird, man.
That's funny.
It's kind of weird. I feel like the fans make Masvidal very unlikable. Like
There's a lot of people who love Masvidal.
That's what I'm saying. It's fucking weird, man. Like, what did he do? Like, what he knocked out Darren Till and Ben Askren.
I see people saying that on Twitter a lot.
Like, what did he do?
It was like literally yesterday I was on Twitter and someone was saying, a serious question, why is Masvidal so hyped or some shit like that.
What is the deal? Unlike majority of the people in chat, I fucking met Jorge. He's a great guy, really cool dude. I did an interview with the guy. You can go back on the channel and watch.
I guess
okay?
because
he's in our intro.
But you have to remember, he marketed himself real well.
Yeah, but why?
That's why the hype is there.
Why is he so great? The knee? Why is Jorge Masvidal so great? Please, and if we open up the phone lines, I want you to explain this to me.
I don't think it's so much as that
Why?
He's great, but I think he has a lot of hype because he created background stories for himself with Leon Edwards, the 3-piece, with Colby Covington.
A 3-piece in a soda?
But you talk about it, don't you? Like you
what,
say
the cheap shot in the hallway?
You remember it, don't you? Like, he did all
because
these
no
things.
one will stop talking about it.
The Colby Covington story, and then the flying knee with Askren just happened to be the cherry on top. So it's not that he's great. It's not that he's great. He just did a really good job marketing himself to where people hype him.
What is the one fight that makes Jorge Masvidal such a
But did you hear what I
likable
said?
guy?
It's not that he's great. It's that he was able to get himself hyped by MMA fans. Like, he was able to create the hype without having to actually be
It was a mistake.
Great.
He literally pieced up a guy. He fucking cheap shotted a dude in the hallway.
Listen, hashtag super necessary.
And then he made
right?
T-shirts and everyone bought it.
Listen.
So you're mean to tell me if I
you
fucking
sell
sucker
it
punch
right-
someone in the hallway and I sell a T-shirt and say, I don't know, $5 foot long in a
goes
combo.
with
I don't know.
anyone. If you sell it right, people will buy into it. You don't have to be great to get people to believe you.
You know what though? Nate Diaz is a guy. What he did with Conor McGregor was something that Jorge Masvidal couldn't do to Kamaru Usman, right? Nate Diaz goes in there the first time and strangles him. Comes in there on short notice, strangles Conor in the second round. That's a guy you get on board with. That's a guy. That's a guy that gets the buzz. Even though he loses here and there, he has that moment. Jorge Masvidal fucking need Ben Askren, who's a fucking can.
But you're missing the point. You're so focused on what has he done, you're missing how he got his hype. You're completely missing everything else.
Yeah,
I tried to explain it to you, but you're not.
It doesn't. Jorge Masvidal and Nate Diaz. Who should have a bigger hype?
Nate Diaz.
Yeah.
I believe it. I'm with you.
But people could be like,
but
well,
I'm
Jorge.
trying to explain to you why it happened so quick for Masvidal and why it's maintaining at a level. Like, if you think about it from a business standpoint, it makes sense that he has this hype. Like,
no, it doesn't.
Yes, it is. What he did to create stories behind himself and to get people talking about him and to put himself in headlines, he didn't have to have phenomenal fights.
What champion did he ever beat?
But you just missed what I said again.
What?
He didn't have to have phenomenal fights. He created the hype in other ways. He created the hype.
Does
through
that
his
mean it's right?
stories. No, I never said it was
So
right.
you're missing my point. Why are people just fucking duped by a mediocre fighter?
Because it's easy to sell if you can get people to believe you.
Guys, help me out here. Help me.
I don't know what's so hard to understand. Like,
because it's Street Jesus? Because he renamed himself Street Jesus? That is the cringiest fucking thing I've ever heard. Jesus. And then Jorge Masvidal. Talk about like something that makes no sense.
Mas, are you not talking about him right now?
It's silly. It doesn't make any sense. It's nauseating that people think he's good.
But positive or negative, agree or disagree,
Okay.
you're still talking to
So
him
you're
about him.
saying that this man created this aura to fool a community to make them think that he can beat Kamaru Usman.
I did not say he created this aura to fool a community.
But that's what's happening.
He just fooled the community.
But that is what's happening. These people are so fucking... I'm talking to the people that are delusional
But
out
that's
there
not what Jorge
that think
was doing.
Jorge Masvidal is going to beat Usman.
Oh my goodness. Jorge just created the aura.
Yeah. And then you got fucking knuckleheads that believe
the
him.
belief came from the community, not what Jorge was trying to force onto you.
So he created a religion that
No.
fucking people are believing in because all of a sudden they're thinking he's the Messiah.
You're the worst.
Meanwhile, he's a literal gatekeeper.
You don't listen.
The fucking guy sucker punched. The dude literally assaulted someone in a hallway and everyone bought his t-shirt. Think about that.
But the story behind it was that Leon Edwards was talking shit and antagonizing him and gave that rightful entry into that situation for Masvidal.
He insulted a black man in the hallway. The poor black guy was all bloodied. And the freaking street Jesus
Stop it.
ascended to stardom. What? The fuck? I don't get it.
I think you just don't want to believe what's
No,
going
I
on,
am
so, like,
speaking facts.
Wonderful.
I don't get it.
One thing about Usman is he starts so damn slow I could see someone catching him at some point down the line because of it. Burns nearly did but then just ate that jab all night. Credit to Usman though he adjusted like a champ should but Burns will be back.
So, yeah, Burns is great. But starting off slow...
Aw, super chat.
Brett.
First time I ever rooted for Jorge was versus Marty.
And why? Why did you root for Jorge over Marty?
Because Marty's black.
Okay, stop with this. Like, what is going on with this black shit? Like, it's kind of getting weird now.
I'm joking. Why do you get it?
Why did you root for Jorge over Marty?
Maybe because he's black. I don't know.
No, I want a serious
What if
answer.
Brett Donate says he's black? Then what are you going to say?
I'm trying to prove a point.
Oh,
here,
okay.
Ross.
I don't fucking know. I don't know. He seriously does not like Usman, right? I don't know the reasoning behind it. Maybe, I don't know. He doesn't like his fighting style. I have no idea. Who knows? I'm trying to figure this out.
I think Jorge has a lot of fans because he literally went from fighting in backyards to showing up in private jets to Fight Island. Who does that?
Exactly.
Smiley face.
Yeah, he does. Listen, I've said this a million times before Jesse said it. I've said the man is a brilliant marketer. The way he marketed himself, it's great. But you are delusional if you think he's beaten specific fighters. Like, straight up delusional.
But people aren't. Oh, are you talking about in the future? If he's beating specific fighters in the future?
He literally marketed himself in a way. Like, he never even won a championship. At least Conor. At least Conor fucking
but it's
won belts.
all about how you sell yourself.
Exactly. But don't you think his fans are fucking stupid for thinking he's going to win? Like, don't you think that's dumb?
No, I don't. I don't think it's dumb at all. It's
delusional?
It's delusional to think he would win.
Yeah.
But it's not delusional for a fan to buy into how he's marketing
Listen,
himself.
you could like the guy. But now if you're running around
exactly
yelling
what's going
that this
on.
guy's going to beat Usman, that's a little delusional.
Right, but I haven't seen people doing that. I haven't seen people running around saying that.
Conor was a champion. If you compare Conor versus Jorge Masvidal, it's legit apples and oranges. The man did sell himself, yes. And after the belts, yeah, he's trying to sell himself again. The dude won 2 fucking belts. The dude's rise was something that Jorge Masvidal would have never done. Like, it's literally apples and oranges.
Do you see what Kainota's doing?
He is a fucking knucklehead.
No, you're buying into.
No, he's a knucklehead. He's a fucking knucklehead.
Did you see what he just said?
No, I don't care.
He's doing it on purpose.
But here's the thing. The problem is, it's not Kainoto, though. The problem is this. People, and I'm hoping that Kainoto doesn't believe what he says, because sometimes it makes me nauseous. But people actually believe what Kainoto's saying. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I've seen that.
So what I'm not speaking to Kainoto. I'm using him as an example. Here's Kainoto in my hands. I don't give a fuck what Kainoto says, because honestly, he trolls left and right.
Conor
Dude, he doesn't even know what he's talking about half the time. But I'm using him as an example here. What Kainoto's saying there are people in the chat that are like, yo, preach, bro. Like, there are people looking at Kainoto's statements like, yo, preach. Those are the people I'm talking to.
Okay.
Those are the people I'm trying to help out, man. I'm trying to help.
Wonderful.
Man, it's crazy.
If Usman's so great moving up and take on Israel ladders, Anya.
People keep saying that, but here's the thing. And then this is what's bothersome about this comment.
I can squash it right now.
Usman beat just this weekend beat GSP's consecutive win record, and in 3 fights will be beating another record. Like, what's bothersome to me is that in the welterweight division alone, he is a great. He is arguably the best in the welterweight division. And for people to say, "Oh, well, he has to move up to a different division to be a great," that's not true, because Khabib is a pound for pound GOAT, and he only stayed at lightweight.
Jesse, are you surprised?
No, I'm
John Jones,
I understand
Khabib,
where you're coming from, but it just doesn't make any sense.
People that dislike a certain fighter that's dominating at a weight class, like a Mighty Mouse or whatever, they're like, he needs to go up. Why are they saying that?
Because they want to see him fight bigger guys.
They want him to lose. Yes, they want him to lose. That's why. Everyone that says he needs to go up, it's because they're afraid that he's going to solidify himself or she's going to solidify themselves as a GOAT, because that would be their worst fear in the world. So what they'll say is, you need to go up.
But you guys weren't saying that about John Jones, and John Jones made that decision on his own.
Yeah. Listen. What does Jorge Masvidal need? Because he's already the GOAT. So what does Jorge need? I don't get it.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Crazy HD.
Till beats Masvidal in a rematch. He completely looked over him. Askren would have dominated him if he missed that knee too. Completely overrated. He does have some good hands, but he would literally decapitate Conor Toe. He is slightly better Nate Diaz.
I think he's a problem for Conor, yes. Especially the way Conor looks now. It would be very difficult for me to want to see him fight Masvidal. Masvidal's good. He's good. But this whole great street Jesus thing, come on. He's not a champ. The dude's not, he couldn't find a weight class. He wasn't sure where he was fighting at. Dude lost to Ally Quinta, for God's sakes. Nothing against Al. Al's a good guy. But, I mean, just throwing it out there.
Super chat.
Lost to the real estate agent.
Sup.
What's up, But Why?
Hey, But Why? Well, he actually said something. Thank you, But Why. Appreciate that. Thank you very much. We got a lot more to talk about here. We got a little sidetrack with Jorge Masvidal. We're going to have to get some saves here, man. 275. Thank you for watching. If you haven't liked, now's the time to do it. I'm just triggering some Jorge fans. That's what I'm doing tonight. I guess let's not talk about Usman.
I don't even think it's Jorge fans. I think you're just triggering anti-Usman fans.
Yeah, a lot of people don't like him. They need the guy, right? They need that guy to knock him off.
Listen, I take the L on the chin on Saturday night. I know I picked Burns, but Usman's just good,
Wonderful,
man.
wonderful.
Chloe.
JBH is right, it's all about marketing. There are studies about how marketing affects buying patterns.
Mm-hmm.
If you have two similar products, even if one is inferior but has brand recognition, people will buy it because they know the brand.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And if you can, even the slightest bit of credibility behind it, you don't need like a full-blown, support. If you can get the slightest credibility behind it, everyone is going to buy into it.
I just think it's ridiculous. I agree. I've said it myself. When I say it, I don't get patted on the back about it. But I've said it over and over and over again. Over and over and over again. And I'm like, listen, I'm not trying to hate on Jorge. He's a brilliant marketer, and I'm happy he's successful. Going from the streets to this is great, But I'm just trying to understand why people buy into something so much, and then they get so blurred that they don't realize that he is not beating guys like Usman. That's not happening.
I guess the people who get blurred are the people who buy into it later. Like the people who bought into the hype first just bought into the hype. But the people who are buying into it later on already see all this hype and they think, oh, maybe he is some great guy, like new fans or something like that.
Does Jorge beat Burns?
No. I would say Burns beats Jorge. That's my opinion. I really think Burns. I think he just fought a tough fucking guy on Saturday.
That is a better fight.
I like it a lot, but I think Burns would win. Burns is a tough dude.
Let me ask the chat. Does Jorge Masvidal beat Burns? Answer.
Incognito Picogram says, real gangsta ninja, don't start no shit. Burns better than Jorge, says Jeannie. Yes, says Shoe Nice. Roberto says Burns wins. Yes, obviously, says Filet. Bones is better than the rest, says Taco Slurpee. Burns, maybe the king is back, and yes, he does.
We got a fiery conversation, and Roberto coming in.
I think Dana White is responsible for all these circus fights and not respecting the rankings.
Yes.
Nate Diaz makes more than the real champs. That's nuts.
It is nuts.
Well, it's not just Dana White; it's the matchmakers too. You know, like it's easy to pin it on the face of the UFC, but there's a lot of people behind the scenes that are responsible for this matchmaking. So, you know, we can't put it all on Dana White, but yeah, he's involved for sure.
You know who? Listen, who really ruined the game, and I'm going to say it: Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor coming into the UFC and his star power going up, calling the shots on the way up. A lot of people took from that and realized, hey, wait, hold on a second. If I market myself in a good way and people start buying my T-shirts, well,
I also think it's
works.
champions moving divisions too. Like you become a champ at one division, and now they want to become double champ, and they move to another division, and that fucks things up too. Because if you think about it, it should follow the rankings at all times. Champion or not, you should follow the rankings of any division.
Well, listen, I'm cool with novelty fights. I am cool. My problem with Masvidal and Usman is I just see Usman Masvidal getting smashed again. Like, I see it. Like, he's just going to get dominated even worse this time around. People think, oh, Masvidal was coming off the couch. But, yeah, Usman.
Yeah, Usman's.
He wasn't training for Masvidal. He was on his way home. You know, like, I don't know. But maybe I'm nuts. Maybe I'm completely off on this one. But I feel like I'm saying that every time when Usman fights. And every time I'm right. Haven't been wrong yet for a while. Start the clock. 5 minutes on the clock. If you'd like to save the show, we'll open up the phone lines, talk to the people. We've got more news to get to, and I want to hear your voices because Masvidal, apparently he's taking over the news tonight. Uh-oh! Michael Arena with the boobs!
Hey, I can see your underwear. Put your boobies in the air. Flapping like I just don't care. Can I lick your pubic hair? Snap a picture, time to share. Took my meat vision impaired. Twisted mind, I need a prayer.
Let's go!
Pervert cameraman, beware. Pervert cameraman, show them tits. Pervert cameraman, $10 tip. Pervert cameraman, Yanni Celeste. Pervert cameraman,
come on, people!
Show them breasts. Boobies.
I bet my house on straight Jesus against Usman.
Get the fuck out.
I got a couple of cardboard boxes. I got you, man.
Wonderful.
Kainoto!
I've been saying this for some time. They need to trash all the belts and make new ones. Twitter champ, Instagram champ, TikTok champ, and so on. The UFC has bastardized the entire process when it comes to the fight game.
Listen, you know what?
You're such a
I'm
troll.
with them. I'm actually with them on this. Fuck it. The Power Ranger belt means nothing. It's about novelty fights. I still just want to see good fights. So
Twitter
it.
champ.
The TikTok belt, I'm in.
Ah, super chat.
Hell yeah. I'm in.
Masvidal smokes Burns easy.
Whoa, Masvidal over Burns. That's a fight I want to see.
I disagree. I think Masvidal's he would be tough, but I think Burns might have a few more tricks up his sleeve. And Burns is power, man. Like, you saw it with Usman. Usman, I mean, listen, clearly handled that fight way better than I expected. But Burns still has power. He still clipped him in the first round. So I think against Masvidal, Burns wins easy.
I tell you what, man. I don't give a shit about the belts anymore. It's just about talking shit. Like Usman's sitting there defending belts and you know, getting records and stuff like that. It's just smack talk. When it comes down to it, I want to see a good fight. Saturday night, Burns versus Usman was banging. Like, that was some fucking fight. No matter who you were pulling for. If you thought that fight sucked, you need your freaking head examined. That fight was insane.
Yeah,
man.
it was a really good fight.
Like, talk about on
way
the edge
better
of your
than expected too.
Yeah,
everyone thought it was gonna be like a wrestling game. Yeah,
it's crazy, that fight. Absolutely crazy. Like, just complete fire. And we've seen it a couple times with Usman, but the UFC is coming together nicely. You have Macy Barber versus
Alexa Grasso.
Grasso looks good.
She looked fire. I did not expect that. Talk about a fight you did not expect the outcome. That was one I did not expect.
Yeah.
Because Barber's been looking so great, you know? And then she got that injury, and she was off for a little while, but I think she's back on fire.
Super chat. All right, we got a little more help here.
I want to see Michelle Pereira versus Khamzat Chimaev.
Okay, Pereira. I want to see that too. I don't think his name is Khamzat though. Thank you. Hey guys, if you want to extend the show, hit the donation before the time is up, and we will go that much longer. 1 minute and 40 seconds left. I would love to take some more calls. We will take some. What do we have so far?
I'm counting one that's coming in right now, so I'll tell you afterward.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Barber cost me big, sent me into full tilt. Yeah. If I was betting on that fight, I would have bet Barber too.
Roberto!
I spin when I win, spin when I win, spin when I win, spin when I win.
The savior!
Dinner tastes good, start to spin. Gas prices drop, let's spin. Perfect poop, stand up and spin. My pits don't stink, it's time to spin. Bell fell off, still spinning. Hand up, smile, spin, 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 spin. I'm dizzy.
What a G, Roberto.
Save the show.
Save the show. That puts
Thank
us at
you.
41 minutes, Moss.
Drop the Hearns in the chat. This guy, he throws the show over his shoulders. Goddamn stud, that Roberto Hernandez.
Wonderful,
Roberto.
wonderful.
Ah, Roberto.
D-Rest. Another save. Here we go. Yes. Get out. 17 seconds left.
Save addressed.
Save addressed. Thank you, D-Rest. Thank you, Roberto. Thank you, The Glove Touch. August, Kainoto, Michael Lareda, Roberto again, Chloe. Thank you guys for the donations. Really appreciate it. And the clock has stopped over here. Ladies and gentlemen, we have some more time on the clock to take some calls. Thank you so much for supporting us.
Super chat.
Yo, Phil Starr.
Let's go.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Okay, Phil Starr, that's another 10 minutes on the clock. Thank you, Phil. Thank you, everyone, tonight. How many more minutes do we have, Jess?
58, but you want to just do an hour? It's just 2 minutes away from
Let's do an hour. All right.
Give you guys a full blow. An extra 2 minutes over there.
Thank you guys so much. Seriously, those donations, you have no idea how much it helps us keep this show going and flowing. Put a lot of time into this thing. Literally, I mean, Jesse knows. I don't
spent the entire day today.
I don't see her. I bury myself.
Not saying hi, Jesse. How you doing? Because he's been in here.
Yeah, it's not easy. So thank you so much for your help and your support financially.
And I missed
Unbelievable.
him so much.
Well, it's okay. You're with me now. What we're gonna do right now is hold on a second. We got Chloe coming in. Yeah, come on.
Come on, get loud, MMA-Holes in the crowd. Come on, get loud, MMA-Holes in the crowd.
Got
MMA-Holes in the crowd.
yeah.
MMA-Holes in the crowd. MMA-Holes in the crowd.
Hey, Chloe.
The people who make the matches want to maximize profits, minimize cost. So it doesn't matter qualifications.
Okay, so there you
People
go.
who make the matches want to maximize profits and minimize costs. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, you hit the nail right on the head. Yeah, they don't care. Like, at this point, they don't care about the rankings. They know what sells. And they know people are going to buy into it no matter what.
Yeah.
For the 30 complainers, they have 1 million people buying the pay-per-view. So
Yeah. My problem is not here. Here's the biggest problem I'm having with Jorge Masvidal rematch. It's not necessarily the fight. I'm interested. I do not want to see them coach tough. I do not want Jorge Masvidal versus Usman and tough. It will be terrible. I'm telling you. It's going. I mean, tough sucks as it is, but having those two there, no good. Let's get some real beef. All right. We're going to take some phone calls. I'm pretty sure we're going to have some good calls coming in. We do have some boxes to open, and we have our sponsors. We got to give a quick shout out too. 235. Thank you for watching. Appreciate your company. Hit the like button over here. Let's give a quick shout out to our sponsors real quick. Oh shit. Actually, throw me that box. No, you have to use the restroom. All right, go ahead. JBH is a little preggo, so she got to let it out. Actually, throw me that box while you're using the restroom, and then we'll kill two burns. I gotta pee. To kill Gilbert Burns with one stone. We'll kill 2 Gilbert Burns with 1 Usman. Okay, so this box over here is from our sponsor. What the fuck? Oh, we're bouncing. Thank you.
Come on, get loud, MMA-Holes in the crowd. Come on, get loud, MMA-Holes in the crowd.
Got
MMA-Holes in the crowd. MMA-Holes in the crowd. MMA-Holes in the crowd.
Michael Lareda.
Street Jesus is my favorite UFC fighter and best UFC show on YouTube.
Thank you, Michael Lareda. And you know what? That's fine. I'm cool with that. I just don't want to see him coach tough. At least against Usman. But thank you, Michael. Okay. Let me know in the chat who your favorite UFC fighter is right now. Who is your number one? I know you're going to say 3 or 4 names. One name that's your go-to fighter, gal or guy. Okay. This box over here is from Ballsy. Now, we have a 15% off discount code. It's called MMA-Holes. MMA-Holes. We have a link in the description down below. Ballsy has some products that we got our hands on. So I'm going to be trying this out. I'm going to have some fresh-ass balls over here. We're going to do an unboxing real quick and see what we got. I actually have no idea what they sent. But let's see. Okay. This is Quickies Body Wipes. Would you just look at this? Now, I got to say, these are very handy, you know? You're a little sweaty, want to get down and dirty, you got your Quickie wipes over here. Okay. I like. Promo code MMA-Holes. See what else we got over here. Okay, I don't know what the hell this is, but we're going to open it up and see what we got. Well, they sent a lot of shit. Okay, it looks like we got some Forest Fields solid cologne. So they even have colognes as well if you want your nether regions or your whole body to smell wonderful, wonderful. Got some colognes over there. That's actually pretty cool with some pumps for their bottled products. We also got here, they do have hand sanitizer. It's called the Plague Slayer. That's right, the Plague Slayer hand sanitizer. Let me get a little closer. Over here. Plague Slayer. Some name over there. Plague Slayer. I like that. Shout out to Ballsy. It's ballwash.com. Ballwash.com. There's a link in the description. This is Ball Guard. Liquid powder over here. Yo, Jessie she's besides herself right now. My balls are going to be better than ever. Rejuvenated balls. Liquid Courage Ball Wash over here. Check that out. Liquid Courage. Did you see the wipes? Just look at that.
Let me see.
That's pretty cool.
Let me see what's in here.
Quickie body wipes.
Oh, Moss, you're going to smell delicious.
Sure am, Jess. Quickie body wipes. The names are the best, man. You got, what else you got over here? You got Good Head Conditioner. So, ladies and gentlemen, you can wash your hair and not be disgusting, you know, like a savage animal. Good Head Conditioner over here. And I'm assuming they have shampoo. Good Head Shampoo as well. You know, I got to say this.
It smells good.
It does smell good?
Yeah.
It's good stuff, man. Listen. You guys, even if you've been with your loved one for a long time, you want to smell nice. You know, you want to smell nice for your lady, boys.
Ooh, smell, Moss.
So, oh, it does smell pretty good.
It smells delicious.
Oh, this smells pretty good. Okay, what else do we got in here? Oh, by the way, the shampoo and conditioner, this is something I'm definitely going to use a lot because I use Jessie's shampoo and conditioner because I don't buy myself shampoo and conditioner. I'm like, whatever. You know, whatever she has, I just throw on my head. But now I'll actually smell like a man. So I'm looking forward to using that. Okay, what else we got here? Yeah, Liquid Courage Body Wash again.
Woo! Moss.
What's this? Ball wash with activated charcoal. So charcoal for my nuts. Yo, shout out to ballwash.com. And here's some more ball wash over here. I'm going to try all these products. I'm going to let you know how they are. But if you want to smell good, if you want to feel good, if you want to take care of yourself, you know, smell nice for the ladies, it's ballwash.com. Promo code MMA-Holes with an S. MMA-Holes to get your 15% off. Thank you to
Ooh, Moss, you're going to smell so good.
Yeah, baby.
You're going to smell so good.
That's pretty wonderful, wonderful.
Ooh, I'm not going to leave you alone.
Look at that, huh? Look at that. So, yeah, check it out, ballwash.com. Shout out to Ballsy. What else do we have here? We also have Lux Bidet. Lux Bidet. Bruce Buffer got his bidet today or a couple days ago. He said, thank you very much. He said, it's pretty cool. So Bruce Buffer, 25 years as the voice of the Octagon, is using Lux Bidet. And if you want a discount to Lux Bidet, well, use our code MMA-Holes, MMA-H-O-L-E-S. Just like the Ballsy.
Lux Bidet is actually the link in the description.
Oh, is it really?
10% applied at checkout.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We used to have the code, but they changed it.
Okay, so Ballsy, we use the code.
Yes.
But Lux Bidet, link in the description.
Yeah, it just applies right at checkout.
Okay, don't listen to me. Just get the link down below. Also, MysticRootsCBD.com. If you would like 20% off your CBD products, I used this right before the show. MysticRootsCBD.com. Right there is I used the lifter, dropped it under my tongue, feels smooth. 20% is pretty good for CBD, and they have all organic stuff there. Really good. MysticRootsCBD.com, and that is promo code MMAHOLES. Thank you so much to our sponsors. If you want to watch the ESPN, the UFC fights, ESPN Plus, use our link down below, and that's pretty much that. Okay, there's a couple other boxes as well that we got from you guys. So we're going to open that. We're not starting the clock yet. We will take the phone calls, but let's open those boxes real quick.
Moss, I'm excited for you to use this ballsy.
Me too. I am too, actually.
It smells delicious. They have all sorts of different smells.
I treat my nads nice.
All right.
Menthol balls.
No menthol.
You guys are going to get laid now. I got you.
Don't show your name.
I got you. All right, who is this from? This is from... I'll have you open this. I open the bowl.
Why?
Because you're the opener. I open the ballsy stuff. You open this. All right, so JBH is going to open some packages over here from the community. All right, what do we got?
Do you have something to cut it open?
No, just pop it open. That's what I did. Yeah, pop it. You want me to do it for you? There you go. Use that elbow grease. And thank you for the likes, guys. We will get back into the news. We'll get into the calls. We'll start the hour clock when we open the phone line. So stand by.
Yeah, that's not.
Yeah, give me a second. Just rip it off.
Don't show it the address.
It's okay. It's all right. It's our address.
No, there's his address is on there too.
Okay, who's this from?
Sean Rosas.
Sean Rosas, baby. Hell yeah, Sean Rosas. Look at this. What is this? These pregnant girls, they have no strength. All right, this is from Sean Rosas. Shout out to Sean Rosas. Sexy MMA hole. Let's see what Sean sent us. If I win a pay-per-view on goat milk, please splash the product with scent. Actually, you know what? We'll send you ballsy.
Aww.
Oh, Sean, what'd you send over here?
Happy Valentine's Day.
Ooh, a Valentine's Day card. That's from Sean Rosas. Let's go on the JBH cam.
Cute. Let's see. Happy Valentine's Day to you both. Here's a little gift for you guys. Little Valentine that's on your guys' little Valentine that's on the way. P.S. from Sean's wife. Thanks for letting my baby shop. I love baby shop. Oh, letting me baby shop. I love baby shopping. Aw, it's from Sean and his wife.
That's pretty wonderful. Wonderful.
Wonderful.
Okay,
wonderful.
let's see. Baby shopping. Let's see. Oh, Moss, we got baby socks.
Nice.
We got mittens.
Nice.
Oh, you're gonna love this. This is Moss's heritage here.
Oh, it's gonna be green screen. Oh, sassy. I like that.
Moss, your Irish is coming out in the baby. Look at this.
It's a little transparent because it's green, but that is green, and
One lucky baby.
I like it.
Oh, look at this, Moss. Oh, look how cute.
Hell yeah, that's cool stuff, man.
We got another one.
Ellie's gonna be rocking from the
Whoa,
community.
We got a lot of onesies here, Moss. We got a lot of onesies.
Hell yeah.
Hold on. Can you read it? I don't think you can read it.
What's it say? It's got a giraffe and an elephant, and it says backseat driver. Very nice. That is awesome. Seriously, the fact that you guys are sending stuff to our unborn child is absolutely amazing. Thank you so much. Wow, it's so cool.
Pajamas.
Wow, you guys went all out.
Flip up pajamas.
Shout out to Sean Rosas.
They're so cute.
All right, round of applause for Sean.
Thank you guys.
Showering Baby Ellie gifts. That is absolutely wonderful.
I love
wonderful.
the Irish ones. That's
crazy
gonna
stuff,
be,
man. It's so weird, man. It's so weird that you guys are sending our kid. It's so crazy, man. But it's awesome. It really is. It's like super humbling.
Gotta send the thank you card back, Moss. Okay. You gotta open this one back.
Okay.
I don't know what's in this one. It is cute, right?
And who is this from?
I don't know.
Okay, you're good. Babies are so clingy, says Brewster. Yeah?
They're supposed to be. All right. Oh, I think this is from Drunk for my mom.
Oh, it's for your mom?
Yeah. Her birthday was back in January.
Oh, okay.
You know, we never picked it up. All right. So do I show it on air or do I just give it to her?
It's up to you.
I don't know what it is. Oh, it's a knife.
It's bowl wash.
It's a pocket knife.
Oh, a knife for JBH's mom. Thank you, Mr. Savage. Appreciate that. That was very nice of you. So there you go. Drunk Savage. Okay.
Okay.
So
Phone song.
we're going to play this song. We're going to be right back. We're going to open the phone lines. Hour of more show. A lot of stuff to talk about in the news. Want to know your thoughts on Kamaru Usman's tremendous victory. What is next? The Ultimate Fighter's coming up. Is it going to be Masvidal and Usman? Some of the other fights on the card we'll speak about. Came in like a wrecking ball. And we'll be right back.
My name is Mystic. What's your name, and how can I help you?
No, this is Lone Wolf, a.k.a. All Heart, a.k.a. Lone Wolf, a.k.a. Silver Carl.
How's it going, Silver Carl?
Wonderful, wonderful.
Yeah, my name's Casper, and I'm a goat.
Sean, how are you tonight?
Which one's having?
Yo, Drunk, what's up?
Yeah, this is DVSB. I have no speech problem.
Okay, well, this is Real Gamer.
Man, your voice sounds a lot faggier on the phone. Hey, it's MJ, the artist formerly known as Kevin. How you doing? Hey, my name's Dan. I got a question.
Yo, Sanosi.
What's up, Snozy?
What's up, you guys? It's Justin James.
Hey guys, it's Kevin from Denver. How you doing?
Wonderful, wonderful.
Hello, Mustafa.
832, you're live with the MMA-Holes. What's your name and what's on your mind?
Hey, what's up, Miss Pulse?
What's up, Pulse?
Hey, Pulse.
Clocks. Hey, it's good luck.
Alexander.
What am I, chopped liver?
We're celebrating.
Ole.
Yeah, baby.
617, you're live with the MMA-Holes. What's your name and what's on your mind?
Michael Anthimo from Boston.
No way! Michael Anzalone, you just gave me butterflies when I heard your voice.
Michael, welcome to the show.
Huh?
It's the knitter.
Hello, guys. How you doing? Hi, Jesse.
Hit the like button, you folks. This is the double champ. Yeah, I want to talk to you. I'm not big on talking about fighters that much, but...
This is Jeremiah.
Hey, it's Kevin from Chicago.
Nothing. Gotta talk about these fights real quick.
It's my kill. Jesus Christ. I'm over here trying to stay awake and shit. Jesus. Oh, my God.
Yeah, it wasn't doing it for you, huh?
Like, no one cares, Justin. Who the fuck's he talking about? Brooklyn Dodgers? Who the fuck them? I don't give a shit about them.
Yeah, he thought the Brooklyn Dodgers should be the ring girl of the year. All right,
That horse that...
Okay, Chrome, thank you.
Wait, he has stuff to talk about. He's making fun of Justin first. Don't hang up on him.
Hey,
Anything else?
stay white.
Stay white. All right, here we go. 516-522-0267. Donation slipping through the cracks.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Okay.
Sanosi.
Favorite was Chris LeBurn, now it's Francis. Also next emoji snowflake Ariel.
You know, it's so funny you say that. I was actually going to make one. I was going to actually do it, but I wasn't sure. I was going to make a snowflake with Ariel's face. I was very close to doing that. Yeah.
What are they going to use it for?
Well, a lot of things. But I was so close. It's freaking like Sanosi was reading my mind. When we hit 125, I was actually thinking about that being the next one. But would that be too much?
Well, they said they wanted the ganja leaf as the next one.
Okay, what should it be, guys in the chat?
It's
Let us know.
ultimately their decision. They're the members. If you guys want that, then we can do
You'll
that.
let the members vote. All right, 516-522-0267. Let's chat. Let's talk about the big event this weekend. Want to hear your beautiful, wonderful, wonderful voices. There we go. 516-522-0267. Okay. And while we're waiting on the calls to come in, let us just see here we go. Okay. All right.
732, you're live with the MMA-Holes. What's your name? What's on your mind?
Hey, how are you guys?
Wonderful, wonderful, Justin. How are you?
Wonderful.
I'm doing pretty good. Man, were the fights last weekend. Okay, the name value wasn't the best, but boy, did they deliver. The top to bottom, great.
Uh-oh. Justin called out. You got to call again.
Yeah, call us right back, man. Don't know what happened there.
Your call dropped out.
516-522-0267.
Oh, I missed. I got to get that later.
Yeah. I don't know what it is, man, but that happens a lot.
Yeah, lately the calls have been dropping out a lot.
It's weird. I wonder if it's...
Maybe
is it
a Google...
Maybe it is a Google thing.
Google Voice thing.
But then some calls are no problem. There he goes.
773, you're live with the MMA-Holes. What's the name? What's on your mind?
What's up?
What's up, Kevin?
How you doing?
Christopher.
Yeah.
So you were just telling me how great Usman is. He's neck and neck with GSP, and then you go on to disparage his marquee opponent Jorge Masvidal.
I never said he was neck and neck. What are you talking about?
You said he was right up. He said, "Oh, he's What did you say? You said he's on his way.
He has a chance to be to defeat all his records. Yes.
He said he's a beast and he's so good and this and that. I mean, but then you go on to disparage his marquee opponent, George Masvidal. He's a journeyman. He's a bum. He lost to L.A. Quinta. I mean, that's probably his main win. You ask people, George Masvidal is one of his main wins, and you're going to disparage it like George is some bum.
I never said he was. I never said he was a bum. I said he's a top fighter. I did say that. I said he's a journeyman, though. I never said he was a bum. So there's two things. You're strike two, Kevin. Any other words you'd like to put in my mouth?
Okay, he's a journeyman.
Yeah.
He's a journeyman.
Yeah. Is he not?
Yes, he is a journeyman. So don't you think for Usman to have a top marquee win against a journeyman, don't you think that doesn't sit too well?
So you're saying because of one of his fights, he took on a guy on short notice to fill in, and maybe not the most declarated fighter, I should discredit that win, right?
In your words, a journeyman who lost to L.A. Quinta.
Okay.
You said he don't get the hype. I don't know why everyone likes this guy. He's not that good. This and that.
All right, let me help you out. So you're trying to say that GSP had a better competition than Usman, correct? Is that what you're trying to say?
Without a doubt.
Okay.
Without
you're
a
wrong.
doubt.
You're wrong because his competition didn't have the competition, the training, the medical staff, the recovery, the supplements that we have right now in this sport.
And GSP didn't have it either.
Yeah.
They all were on an even playing field.
Mm-hmm.
And there's probably a lot of substances going around.
Yeah.
Johnny Hendricks, for example, there's probably a lot of that going around. So I want you to just look at the opponents that GSP faced.
How many times did Usman grease himself up for a fight?
Oh, that's your big talking about. Oh, he's greasing. Okay.
Well, I'm just curious.
Look at GSP's opponents: Jake Shields, Josh Koscheck, a 3-time Division I national champion.
Okay.
Colby Covington was never
Usman
even a
beats
champion.
both of those guys, though. You know that, right? You know Usman beats both of those guys.
If Gilbert Burns can rock Usman, Josh Koscheck could knock him out. You go back and watch Koscheck, the way he knocked people out in his prime. He was sleeping guys with one punch.
Josh
Brutal
Koscheck.
knockout power, way explosive.
That's who we're hanging our hat on.
Gilbert Burns is a 155-pounder who's getting knocked out by Dan Hooker. He moved up in weight. He faced Damian Maia, a 40-year-old, and then he faced Tyron Woodley, another 40-year-old washed-up fighter who's been coming off losses.
Do you not think that Colby?
Hold on.
Do you not think that Colby Covington?
Big wins to get a title shot.
No one's listening though. I'm trying to help you out.
Covington was his big win. Colby Covington was his best win. That was an impressive win.
Yeah, Colby Covington beats everyone that GSP fought.
No way,
Yeah.
dude. Matt Hughes.
Yeah, he beats him.
Jake Shields.
Matt Hughes lost to a train.
Josh Koscheck. All those guys are way more better than Colby Covington. I like Colby Covington, but he's not. He's an overrated fighter. The way people talk about him, I like Colby Covington, but he's an overrated fighter. He's another guy. He beat an older Damian Maia. He beat Dong Hung Kim. That was like his when they put him into the top tier. And then he beat 155 Rafael Dos Anjos. He's another overrated fighter.
I hate to break it to you,
He
but
got
Usman
pillow
beats
in his hand.
everyone that GSP beat at 170. Usman beats. Who beats Usman that GSP beat? Name one guy.
Okay, let's see. Jake Shields.
Jake Shields
Josh
beats
Koscheck, John Fitch, Thiago Alves.
Yeah.
All those guys are way more elite than Gilbert Burns.
Oh, you're out of your mind. 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 516-522-0267.
Let's get Justin back in. I feel bad. His call got dropped.
You bully boy Muppet, you. He's crazy, man. Like, listen, I am not saying that Usman is GSP right yet. Still has some work to do, but he beat one of his records already. That win streak, that's gone.
Wonderful, wonderful.
On to the next record.
Why do you guys waste your time talking to this bum? He is still in 2006. GSP competition is nowhere near the competition now.
He's out of his mind. He's out of his mind. The guy. But
The only
we need
reason
it.
I like when he calls, because I've said it before, he does bring like value, and it's funny to listen to him in Moscow back and forth.
In that era, those fighters were very impressive. You slip them into the killers that you have in the UFC right now, it's a whole different game. It's like every sport. You know, it's different. Like, as sports evolve, fighters get bigger, stronger, faster. You know, it's just how it is. And we are looking at a Kamaru Usman who literally is like he's a savage. The dude is a physical specimen.
Moss and KFC should just bang already.
It's crazy. That was foreplay.
Oh, God.
It's crazy. But listen, GSP still is the number one. Marty right now is not yet the number one. It's still premature. But mark my words, Marty will surpass GSP. I'm telling you. 516-522-0267.
Oh, God. Matt Hughes lost to a train. That's something at POS. Stop being a sensitive Sally. Just get the fuck out of here.
All right, go
get
fall
your
from the sky.
Karen-esque out of here.
Fucking snowflake over there.
The fuck?
I'll make an emoji of your face.
Oh, you want a tissue?
718.
718. You're live with the MMA-Holes. What's the name? What's on your mind?
Hey.
How you doing?
One of your top 3 favorite fighters is fighting on Saturday.
Yeah.
You know who?
One of my top 3.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Derek.
Oh, Derek Lewis. Yeah.
Yeah, so I figure, he's got that famous line, "My balls are hot," so maybe you got to get him with the ballsy, fits right in with that.
He would be a good spokesperson for that, yeah.
Yeah, man.
Super chat.
Steven, hold on a second. Steven,
Can you calm Conor McGregor down in the back?
The guy's going nuts. I don't know what's going on, Steven. He's out of his mind. He's gone now.
Well, I wonder how he's going to fare against the Bladesman. Because they're both coming off of fantastic wins. Both these guys, they got like 3-4 solid wins in a row. I give it to Lewis because he's a beast, but Blades he looks like from a movie, this guy Blades. So I think you're breaking up. I gotta go.
Thank you.
Why didn't you respond to him?
He looks like he's from a movie. What movie though? Either Godzilla?
I love D-Rest.
The reason why I'm not talking about this fight is I'm scared. I am scared, Jesse.
Mm-hmm.
I'm scared for my boy Derek because it will be the first fight in many years that I'm going to pick against him. And I love the Black Beast. I want the Black Beast to win this in the worst way, but I fear that Curtis Blades is going to win this fight. And I'm going to pick Curtis Blades, and it kills me. Kills me, Jesse.
What? No.
Yeah.
You're picking Curtis Blades?
I am. Yep.
Why?
Because I'm main event Moss.
Whoa.
You know he's winning.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
You know he's winning. He is. Blades is going to drag his ass down, and he is going to...
Have you picked against Lewis at all, ever?
I've never done it. This is the first time. And it hurts me. It hurts my soul. But Forrest Whitaker's going to win.
What?
Yeah.
Christopher.
I'm telling you. I don't even want to watch the fight. I'm sorry. 516-522-0267.
Whoa.
Yeah. Who are you picking?
I can't believe this.
You're picking Blades. I know you're picking Blades.
Well, now I think I should pick Lewis.
Go ahead. Lewis. I hope Lewis wins, man. I hope he knocks him the fuck out. I hope he Ngannou's him. I just don't think it's going to happen. It hurts me.
I can't believe you're not picking Derek Lewis.
Listen, I don't want to talk about it, Jesse. It's bothering me.
This is weird.
It just hurts my soul.
732, you're live with the MMA-Holes. What's the name that's on your mind?
Hey, it's Justin Jr. Looks like I'm back on the line.
What's up, Justin?
Man, so I was saying, boy, was the name value not great, but the fights did deliver, man. Great main event. Obviously, the Marquez win, that was a great fight. We had the prelims were pretty good. What'd you guys think of these fights?
Phenomenal. In my opinion, I can't speak for Moss, but I was completely satisfied with Saturday night's card. And honestly, I think the shock value was more exciting than anything because you had Alexa Grasso beating Macy Barber, and obviously I was up on the hype train for Barber, and then Usman, the way he knocked out Burns. I mean, how could you not respect the guy for what he did? So
how about the comebacks?
Yeah.
the underdogs and just the firefights. It was a very solid card for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was saying on Twitter before the fight, before I deleted all my tweets, because I like to delete all my tweets every, few months or so people don't have any dust on me. I was saying the only way...
Well, at least he admits it.
You cover your tracks?
Yeah.
I should start deleting shows.
This whole cancel culture, you guys know, it makes me scared.
Wonderful.
Hold on a second, Joseph.
Comparing Usman competition now to what GSP faced is like comparing wrestling now to do the Hogan days. All they did was body slams back then. Now in wrestling they moonsault like 3 times in the air with combos.
Yeah, now we have pure mixed martial artists, like people that are evenly good at every aspect of the game, whereas back then they were more lopsided in certain directions. Yeah, listen, you're preaching to the choir, man. I'm with you, Izzy.
I was saying the only way Burns will defeat Usman, because people were telling me about the submission. Well, guess what? Usman didn't jump in his guard. The only way Burns was going to beat Usman is, Usman, he started slow. He lost round 1 to Covington. He lost round 1 to Masvidal. Gilbert Burns with that check hook. The amount of times Colby got that check hook on Burns, boy, that was the only way Burns was going to win. Unload on him early, get a round 1 TKO, and guess what? He almost did a few punches away from being the welterweight champion. But Usman regrouped, he recovered, and, like a champion did, like a champion does, he took his legs in the first round, and he formed a new game plan, and that jab, I've been saying it for a while. Okay, hate me. Usman's striking is really underrated, and I will say, I saw one tweet, it was, Burns has a weak chin. I saw it on Twitter a few times. Usman has the best jab in the UFC. Better than Tim Means. Better than guys. Usman has the best jab in the UFC. And really underrated striking. His teep kicks. Oh, man, it was a brilliant performance. And Burns, I know people, they're going to call him a lightweight, and they're going to say he had a padded record at welterweight on his way to get to the title. Burns is right behind Covington for me, so really great win for the champ. And I think Usman is better than GSP. I do. I think Usman is the welterweight GOAT, but I can see where people are coming from. Even with the 13-fight win streak,
people forget
GSP had less.
No, I was gonna say people forget that George St. Pierre was boring as fuck too. He had moments where people were like, "Oh my god." Like, he played it safe a lot. There's some similarities when it comes to playing it safe in certain fights. But now we're seeing Usman starting to knock fools out. We're seeing Usman, get better and better and stronger and more confident here. And it's interesting to see what he's going to turn into.
I wasn't going to talk into that. I was going to say I do believe Usman is the greatest welterweight of all time. But I can see where people are coming with the angle. GSP had a better resume and all that, because, as much as we're talking about this 13-fight win streak and how Usman now.
That's wonderful. We got Glowy coming in.
Masvidal is overhyped but decent fighter. One reason for hype is South Florida Hispanics like to back each other up. Covington is decent but needs something more. Usman good on the way to GOAT. My question, where is John Jones? Did COVID get him?
No, he's waiting for that heavyweight, whoever's going to win that fight. Ngannou and Stipe, it seems like. Back to Justin.
I was saying, I can see where people are coming with the angle of GSP's resume. And guess what? What would have happened if Usman fought for the welterweight championship 5 fights into his UFC career and not fall a Mill, Weeper, Meek, and by the way, I only know that, guys, because I'm looking at the Tapology right now. What would have happened? That's all I'm asking, And look, George St. Pierre's resume, it is still better, but I'm not, take away resume aside, take away everything. As far as skill, I think Usman is better than GSP and the best welterweight we've seen so far.
Wow. Yeah, listen, it's very dangerous for people like you and me to say Usman is the guy. It's very, very tricky because one loss throws you right out the window. But not really, right? GSP has blemishes.
And also, we don't have the, what do I want to call it, receipts to back it up, or the Wikipedia page to back it up. We don't have the better resume. We don't have the better wins. But what I do see is skill. And as far as skill for skill, I think Usman's the better fighter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Usman, he's just getting better too. That's what's fascinating about it. And speaking on that jab, I keep thinking about Khabib, like how Khabib was progressing, and his jab was something that was stunning people. Usman's got even more juice behind that thing. So watching these grapplers utilize the jab is a pretty thing to see, because now they're becoming a multi-dimensional, you know, even though it's just a jab, it's still a strike, you know? So now they could beat you on the feet, they could beat you on the ground. That's what's dangerous. You know, you start as a grappler, you come up, you start learning how to bang, and next thing you know, you're the champion. It seems like that's the recipe to a successful career in the UFC.
Yeah, but I see you guys in the chat. Jumanji, Usman needs more title defenses. I saw KFC, GSP has 3 times. I'm not take away the title defenses, take away the resume. Like I said, I don't have the receipts to back it up, but I'm talking about skill versus skill. That's what I'm on right now.
Yeah.
Guys.
We are prematurely celebrating Usman, and I understand why people are upset. But these people will be the same people when Usman does decide to break those records. These are the same people that are going to say, well, it was the competition. Well, it was this. It's his forehead's too big. Like they're going to just start making shit up. So I say stick with your gut, and hopefully you're right, because I'm on the same train.
Yep, I've been here on almost 8 minutes, so, Alexa Grasso, first back-to-back wins in her UFC career, I remember the start of her career, the UFC was trying to build her up as a prospect, and it was win-loss, the situation of Roxanne, but she's finally getting into her own, and like I agree with DC, she's the best female boxer in the UFC. Big fan of this Grasso girl, and the marketing's there, the Mexican aspect. Am I right?
Yeah, I mean Mexico is a great market. Look at Cain Velasquez and some of these other guys. Like it's funny. Like these fighters can cater to all these great markets over here, different countries, and succeed and be superstars. That's what bothers me about Usman. I'm hoping that he can get his country people to push him to superstardom too.
Yeah, we also had Bilal win, great prospect there. Kelvin performance, look, he did what he had to do. He used his veteran tricks and got the win. Gutierrez beat Uwo, okay. Gabe Green fought like an idiot, still pulled out with the win. Man, that fight IQ was frustrating. I said it. He had multiple times where he could have finished the fight if he just stuck to the leg kicks. But every time he dropped, or hurt him with the leg, he'd get into the guard or do whatever he does. So it is what it is, but those are my points.
Thank you, Justin.
Thank you, guys.
It's Justin Jr., the MMA Genie. Go subscribe to the MMA Genie in the chat. 516-522-0267. It was a pretty good card. It was fun. And listen, it had its ups and downs throughout the whole way, and then just the icing on the cake was the main event. It was complete fire. Alexa Grasso, beautiful win. Kelvin Gastelum's comeback, bounce back win on 3-fight losing streak. Ian Heinisch is no layup, man. We've seen what Ian Heinisch is capable of, and Kelvin Gastelum needed this win. He got it. Curious to see what's next for Kelvin. Kelvin says he will step in for the Whitaker and Costa fight if someone pulls out. So maybe that goes down.
804, you're live with the MMA-Holes. What's your name? What's on your mind?
Hey, it's Steven.
What's up, Steven?
Steven. I just wanted to say about, holy crap. I thought I hated Usman so much. Like, I thought, I wanted them both to knock each other out. I think Aspen said that.
Hold on.
And now I
hold on.
Wonderful.
Hold on 1 second.
Oh, my bad.
Usman actually lacks a lot of skill in the stand-up. The dude would have literally been knocked out 3 times against Burns if he didn't have a titanium skull.
Okay. I don't know if that's a downfall or what, but yeah, he does have a titanium skull. That's true. Back to Steven.
Yeah, I just think it's like, well, for starters, what's so bad about having a titanium skull?
Yeah, it's
I don't
know.
Like, thanks. But, I just think he's so damn good. I don't think, I just, as long as he stays active, I don't see how he'll ever slow down. And I mean, I think it's a little lame to give Jorge the next title shot, but
yeah.
I don't know. I think Usman beats him up and builds his brand, if anything. Like I just think it's a win-win no matter what you do for Usman, unless you do that stupid tough thing.
You know what's going to happen, though, and this is my problem. I'm down with watching it happen again, and yeah, it proves our point that Usman's great, you know, because it pads his stats, like you say. But the problem is you're going to have the doubters saying, well, he beat him already. He's a bum, this and that. You know, like that's what people are going to say down the road. You know, look, who did he beat to get to greatness? So, like, I'd rather see him fight some of these other guys so we don't have to have that conversation down the road.
Yeah. I just don't. I mean, so is it Leon Edwards? Because I just have no interest in fucking Wonder Boy. Like, I don't think Wonder Boy deserves a title shot. He's been given a lot and he loses.
Mm-hmm. And he's been in situations where he bored the hell out of a lot of people. When he fought Masvidal, people forget that fight sucked. That fight was boring as hell. I was in the building for that and I was snoring. Like, he has this ability of slowing down the pace and just basically, you know, outstriking his opponent and just calling it a decision, calling it a day, you know. And he could do this. I mean, listen, we saw it with Woodley too. Those two fights were pretty bad with Stephen Thompson. So I can understand how you'd be cautious about that fight.
Yeah. Anyway, I don't want to take up too much time. Love you guys. Great stream on Saturday. Keep rolling. I'll see you guys.
All right. Thank you, man.
Thanks, Steven.
It's Steven. What do you think? Like, I think people forget, like, Wonder Boy is a guy that is the next in line that hasn't lost to him. Mm-hmm. But man, we've fallen asleep. I mean, he's looked good lately.
I worry about his chin. I mean, we've seen him get knocked out by
one time.
Pettis, and that was a nasty knockout.
He got knocked out once.
But he went out like a light.
Yeah.
And I think Usman could probably hit that chin.
Here's
again.
the thing though. He's in order to get Wonder Boy, I would think, I don't know if like Showtime caught him off guard. He's quick. Like, Usman's not lightning fast.
That was brutal.
Yeah, I know, but Usman's not like lightning fast.
But
he's powerful.
We've seen it before with fighters. If you show that you can get knocked out like that, chances are it's gonna happen again at some point.
Michael Hickboy, you know that Wonder Boy has been a part. And listen, Wonder Boy's a nice guy. He's a very good fighter. His last couple of fights look good, but they're on his resume. You want me to pull up the stats? There were some fights there where we were literally dozing off. And two of them were the Tyron Woodley fights, the Masvidal fight, the Darren Till fight. I just named 4 fights that everyone was pretty much like, what the fuck is going on here? You know, Darren Till, Masvidal, and the 2 Woodley fights. You don't remember those? How do you not remember those fights? I mean, everyone was bored out of their minds. 516-522-02.
When did I ever say that he's been KO'd more than once, Brewster? Never said it.
Yeah, I think it's a different animal. Like, if Usman knocks out Wonder Boy, he's got to get him down and ground and pound him. I think that's the way.
People were saying, in fairness, people were saying the same thing about the Burns fight. They were saying that that has to go to the ground.
Come on, Brewster. Listen, I like Wonder Boy. I like him a lot, but I'm realistic. I was in the building for the Masvidal fight. It was so fucking shitty. It was such a shitty fight. The Till fight was a shitty fight. I mean, shitty. The 2 Woodley fights were shitty fights. Like, what do you? Maybe you're more recent of a fan, and if that's the case, then that's fine. But if you go back and look at a couple of those fights, yeah, please rewatch them. You'll see. Do yourself a favor. Watch the 2 Woodley fights. They broke records in those fights with no strikes. They literally have the record for least amount of strikes in a fight, and
it's not really a record you want to have.
Well, though, did Derek Lewis beat it? I don't know. Did Lewis and Ngannou beat that record? I don't. What has the record?
424. You're live with the MMA-Holes. What's your name and what's on your mind?
Hey, how's it going, guys? I overheard Moss over here say that he was at an event, a UFC event, and I just wanted to ask, how was your experience? Because about a year ago, I went to go see, for my first time, UFC 236. And I guess, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, that was Poirier and Holloway for the interim belt. And for an experience for me, it was something that I've never experienced before. I've been to baseball games, football games, and a UFC event just hit the next level. So I just wanted to get your experience on it, and how did you feel, if that was your first event you've been to or not?
No, I've been to a bunch. I've been in Boston, Jersey, Vegas multiple times. Here's my thing with the UFC events. I've been lucky enough to basically sit everywhere, like the nosebleeds, right down by the cage, and then in the middle. And I've noticed that if you sit in the middle, you have the best experience at a UFC event, because you have the option of checking out what's going on in the cage, and you have the Jumbotron. If you're too close, you're watching the Jumbotron. You can only see one side. If you're all the way in the nosebleeds, well, good luck. You're literally just watching TV. The beauty of the event is the buzz. The buzz is great. The walkouts are like, you get chills from the walkouts. When a fighter gets a knockout or a huge submission, the crowd roar is amazing. But the actual watching of the fights, honestly, unless you're sitting in the middle, hold on a second.
Wonderful.
What people don't admit is that Usman is a decent draw. His PPV numbers are not bad at all. Same for this fight night ratings. I think he is after Conor, Khabib, Izzy, Masvidal, Diaz. Other than that, he is a bigger name than all the rest.
I don't know about him being a draw. We got to see the numbers. I don't know if they came out yet. We were looking for him, but we'll keep an eye on it. Probably Wednesday we'll talk about that more. But yeah, so basically in a nutshell, to wrap it up in a little bow, sitting in the middle is the best experience. But honestly, if someone would say, hey, do I watch it at a bar with my boys on TV with, I would probably rather watch it at home. I think you get a better experience because most of the time, I don't know about you, did you find yourself watching the Jumbotron majority of the time?
I actually was in the middle seats, like more of the front row middle seats.
Okay.
And I got to see everything, and it, for that fight, it was just amazing. But my seats were pretty good.
So then you're good. Yeah. Then you're good. Yeah. If you're in the middle, that's like the best. That's like prime real estate for a UFC fight for sure.
Yeah. So it was a great experience. But I want one more question before I let you guys go. Best fight that you've seen
live that I've seen?
No, just live or on the TV. Your hands down, fight of the decade.
All right, I'm going to ask Jesse first, and I'll tell you mine.
I would say UFC 217 was probably the most fire that I had gotten to see because of the 3 upsets in one night.
Yeah, I was actually. I was in the building for that. It was electrifying. Like, it was nuts. It was absolutely nuts. That was the one Fight Buddies in 5 years that she did on her channel, and I didn't get a chance to do it. I was bummed, but man, I was blessed. That was the last fight I went to live, and it was amazing. But even over that, and that was like, honestly, I still think that was the best card ever. When you talk about a full card, beginning to end, UFC 217 was one of the greatest cards of all time. But there is something about that UFC 196 that I was at in Vegas. The card sucked. I mean, and Nunez Shevchenko was on the card too. The card was shit. It was complete trash. But Holly Holm losing to Miesha Tate in the co-main event, and then Conor getting choked out in the second round to Nate Diaz. The buzz in that building, I have never in my life heard anything like that. It was, I got to say, those 2 fights, like back to back, were insane that I've witnessed.
Wow. All righty. Well, I appreciate you guys having me on, man. You guys are awesome, and
Thank you, man. Appreciate it. I got to get you to a fight.
Yeah, but listen, based on the stories that I've heard, I would love to. I love going to live sports. I think, I went to my first NFL game with you. I went to my first MLB game with you. I love live sports, but with what we do, it's nearly impossible to get us to an event. To miss out on a Fight Buddies,
yeah.
I don't know if it's worth it.
See, here's the thing. We've reacted to so many beautiful fights. I see Lawler versus Rory, and we've had so many huge moments here. But when you're at the event, sometimes it's not the best overall experience because you don't see everything. You have to go home, watch the replay, and see certain things that you missed. But the actual fight means more. Yeah. So I don't know if I was home and I saw Conor get choked out in the second round over there, or Miesha Tate come back.
It's always more memorable to see it live.
But yeah, live, hearing that buzz and the chills and the whole thing, I think live is where you want to see that big fight, that big comeback, that big knockout.
Yeah.
So.
But my business mindset says not to miss a Fight Buddies.
Yeah.
We can't miss. We can't miss the show.
It's weird. It's weird. You get the overall better experience watching at home because you don't miss anything. You don't have to go back and watch anything. But But when you're in the building and something amazing happens, history, and you're there, it's crazy.
Yeah.
There's no real right answer. But let me know in the chat, what's your best experience with the UFC? 516-522-0267. It's a good question, though.
Yeah.
We're not taking unknown calls, guys.
You know this. It's not hard to call in with your normal number.
Yeah, we're not going to dox you. Don't worry.
Nosebleed watching ants fight, says Incognito.
The nosebleeds are rough, man. They're rough. You're literally just watching the Jumbotron. It's like, why are you even there?
No gaggers nor bingers in the arena, says Steve Sparks. What does that mean? No gaggers nor bingers? There's nothing like it. Yeah, like I've been to live sport. Like, thank God for Moss, because he actually is very big on going to sports live. So I've been able to see some of my favorite sports and some of my favorite teams live. And it is memorable. Like, you don't forget that. But I think with the UFC, it's just with what we do, it's just impossible to be able to get ourselves to an event. It's not worth missing a whole show over, you know?
Well, watching with the fight buddies. You know, we all get together. That's one way to do it.
806, you're live with the MMA-Holes. What's your name? What's on your mind?
Yo, this is Tragic Podcast. How's it going?
Yo, Tragic Podcast. How you doing, man?
Good. I've been like a viewer for a long time. I kind of sneak in some little sneaky comments, you know? Hope you guys will read them.
Nice, man. I recall you, right? I've seen you in the chat. Well, I've seen you on Twitter, maybe? Where did I see? I know I've seen you somewhere.
Instagram, dude.
Instagram. There you are. Okay.
The Asian reporter, and she's like slamming 2 beers.
I don't remember that, but all right. But I'll check it out.
Don't remember.
She dates someone that's a UFC fighter.
I'm sorry, what was that?
The Asian reporter who, someone who's a UFC fighter.
Oh, you're talking about, yeah. What's it, Helen Yee?
Yeah, she slammed 2 beers in like some white t-shirt, and it was just like, you know, the MMA fans, why would you do that to us?
I don't know. Well, yeah, we're relentless. We're ruthless for sure.
All right, so let's talk Usman and Gilbert Burns, man. What the hell happened to Gilbert Burns?
He got smoked.
He was doing really good, and then he got like rocked, and then he was just like, all right, I don't want to know more of Usman.
Yeah, he did have a really good first round, though, and he did stun Kamaru, but he did, like you said, he made a bunch of mistakes, and that was the difference.
Yeah, I really thought Usman was done for that first round. I was like, no way, he's got him. And then somehow then just rocks Gilbert, and he's just like, all right, you know, he doesn't want to fight no more.
That's it. Rest in peace, Gilbert Burns. Gilbert will be back, but with Kamaru sitting up top, it's going to be tough for these guys to snatch that belt.
So who's next for Usman now?
Jesse, go ahead. You heard me rant about it. I'm going to bring it to Jess.
Well, I've said before, I think it'll either be Wonder Boy or the winner of Covington Edwards. But Moss makes a good point with Usman having called out Masvidal and the UFC not really paying attention to rankings anymore. And Masvidal does bring a good draw. It's not impossible to see Masvidal-Usman happen next.
Dude, Masvidal-Usman, that would be... If Masvidal got a full training camp, don't tell me you think he will lose.
Yeah, no, Masvidal would lose for sure. There's no doubt in my... You think he would win?
No.
You think he would win?
I think he'd win. I think he would hit the books. He would change up his whole game plan, and he'd come at Usman in the most... I don't know, man. The craziest way, though.
Yeah, no way, dude. I disagree 100%. There's no way Masvidal wins.
Well, you know what? We need more people like you to say this because it's going to hype the fight up even more. If everyone's jumping on the Usman train and saying, hey, he's beating everybody, it's not fun. So we need you people out there. If you are a Jorge Masvidal fan, stick to your guns and ride with. If he wins, some celebration.
Moss. Who?
What?
Who?
All right. Thank you. Appreciate the call. Tragic.
It's an Usman joke.
Oh.
Wow, I hate you now. No, I'm just kidding.
He tried to make an Usman joke. Oh, God. 516-522-0267. Call in. Turn the crickets off. Who?
I don't get it.
I guess Usman might have done that.
Oh, maybe.
Talking about Masvidal. Who? You're live with the MMA Holes. What's your name? What's on your mind?
Yes, my name's Adam. I know I'm a new guy here. I'm a fan ever since COVID hit. I've been watching you guys' UFC news and updates, and
nice.
I like it. I don't get too much into politics. I look at like a little honest, truthful political channel. And Mazda is real good of answering questions, and you do too, Jess. Get me an email here and become part of this group. With everything me saying, I'd like to know what you guys think about the lightweight championship coming up here with Khabib. I know he's 29-0, and I pretty much have an opinion of him being able to pretty much pick out and choose whoever he wants to go to 30-0.
So you think he's not retired then? You think he's going to come back and fight someone else?
Yes, I do have a good belief in him coming back, and he's going to get a 30-0, and he can pick whoever he wants to fight.
Mm-hmm.
He'd be like, I want to give this guy an opportunity. I don't know, but I know it's kind of floating out there with this light heavyweight championship, and I'm just like to know who you guys think is up though. If Khabib ain't going to do this, I know I hear by Moss, he's a McGregor fan and supporter of him. What's your guys' I don't know, outlook and look in the future with this light heavyweight?
I'm sorry, I have no idea what the fuck
he wants to know what you think is the future of the light heavyweight title.
The future?
I don't think Khabib is coming back, and I have a feeling that it's going to go up in the air for the next title fight as a vacant title for whoever fights for it.
Okay.
Thank you. I appreciate it, man. Hey, you nervous or something? What's going on here?
Oh, no. I was thinking another question.
Oh, okay.
I was going to ask with the women, man. Macy Barber and Alexa Grasso. I watched that co-main event, and man, that's awesome. With
all right, come on.
516-52. You gave Justin and Kevin 15 minutes each. He's calling in with genuine questions.
Come on. 516-522-0267.
The good calls you hang up on, but the
Write it down.
cringe you don't hang up on.
It's too many ums.
That was really fucked up.
I'm sorry.
Wonderful.
But I had enough. Roberto.
Well, Usman lose respect if he didn't stand up and throw hands. He's literally saying he's going to KO Jorge. Usman stand up is bad and he'll get exposed to a guy with good stand up, I think.
What do you think, Jess? Roberto, thank you.
I wasn't listening. What?
What?
Sorry.
You know what? You better listen to Roberto. He saved this damn show.
Well, Usman lose respect if he didn't stand up and throw hands. He's literally saying he's going to KO Jorge. Usman stand up is bad and he'll get exposed to a guy with good stand up, I think.
I don't think he would lose respect because with what he did to Burns. Listen, everyone I can't say everyone, but a lot of people expected the Usman Burns fight to be against the cage or on the ground for a majority of the fight, and it was the complete opposite. That one was a stand and bang. So I think regardless of which way Usman decides to go as far as fighting style is concerned, I don't think he would lose any respect for it. No. What do you think?
You said it all, Jesse. 516-522.
You weren't listening.
Oh, sometimes I talk too much. Jesse. So sometimes I gotta pump the brakes and let you have your moment to shine. 516-522-0267. Kamaru Usman's gonna become the best striker in the UFC as well, Jesse. You'll see that stiff jab. You look at Khabib, right? And you look at that jab, how it worked out for him, right? And I feel it's very similar with Usman. He's just going to have like these little tricks with his striking that's just going to hurt people. He's just dominating, man. He's just going to get better. If he stays in the game, keeps progressing, he's a problem. It's a fucking problem.
281, you're live with the MMA Holes. What's your name? What's on your mind?
Hey, what's going on? This is Manny C.
What's up, Manny?
Hi, Manny.
Not me, not much. I'm here in Houston surviving the Arctic blast.
Yeah,
we
I
have
heard
like
about
no
that.
power.
Yeah, what's going on? Everyone in Texas is like going crazy, man. You got the snow, power's going out. What's going on? It's the end of the world there.
Well, apparently, you know how I guess our grid was running off of the turbines and they froze.
Wow.
So that whole green energy stuff, man, I mean, this is Texas. People are going to be so pissed. I mean, it's literally, I think, a quarter of the city doesn't have power. And I mean, Houston's what, the 4th largest city in the country?
Wow.
So
you're from Texas?
People are just, yeah, I live in Texas.
Oh,
I'm originally from San Francisco.
Okay.
Do you have power?
What's that?
You have power?
No, I haven't had power since like the afternoon, but there's people that haven't had power since the day before 2 a.m. It went out and we're in the dark.
That's what I like.
Crazy.
I like that you choose to waste your power on this show.
I was going to say.
That is very like
I can't.
I tell you, we got to put you in the intro now. I can't believe like you could be calling like you could be dying right now and saving this special power, but instead you decided to use it for the show. Look at that.
Well, you know what? I was going kind of mad because like there's no TV, no nothing. So I was like, you know what? Let me just catch a little bit of the show, so it's a little bit of like normalcy. And I heard you guys talking about the live fights, and I agree. Anyone that's a UFC fan has to go to at least one show. You've got to experience it. There's nothing like it. It's, you know, live sports suck. Football live sucks. The NBA live sucks. Just about every sport I've seen live, it's better on TV. But the UFC is unbelievable.
Yeah, UFC is a spectacle. It really is. But if you don't have the right seats, it could be kind of annoying.
You know what? I was in about the mid-tier, and I was surprised how well I can see, even with the cage or anything. I saw Frank Mir. I could tell he was bleeding. I went to the one where GSP knocked out Matt Hughes with that leg kick. It was unbelievable just to see him drop. And what's crazy is I was just sitting there, and it's like I saw him walking to the cage, the fighters, and I was like, this is for real? Like, you can't believe that these two guys are actually going to walk in there and just start swinging. But it was great. I recommend everyone, like I said, at least once, give it a shot. And hopefully once this is all over with the corona, people can enjoy that again, because you have to at least once.
Yeah, they're already talking about it. It looks like they're going to start packing some people in there. You see, Habib's league, they're all in. Eagle FC, they're all watching the fights and everything like that.
I've actually got a story on the UFC intending to have packed arenas by the summer. He's eyeing Las Vegas.
Bring him to Florida. Florida don't care, man. Florida's just like, let's do it. So, it's right around the corner.
Florida.
Yep. All right, Matty, man.
I guarantee you Florida's not using turbines for their energy.
Probably not, no. That's crazy, though, man. I hope.
Last thing. I'm still mad at Burns.
Why?
Because he lost the fight. He had Usman. And he got overexcited, and he threw a high kick. Who throws a high kick against a wrestler? You know, it's like, even if he's hurt, he had Usman. Yeah. And he lost because he got overexcited. But I'm so mad.
Yeah, well, you got to think, guys, a guy like Jorge Masvidal's got to see what Burns did well and say, okay, you know, maybe I can learn from this guy's mistakes, and maybe Jorge can find the secret sauce. Who knows? But, yeah, I'm sure Burns is kicking himself.
Dude, Burns is more explosive, a better athlete, has better hands. His jiu-jitsu is world-class. I mean, he went toe-to-toe with Gary Tonin for about 13 minutes. And Gary Tonin is one of the greatest no-gi grapplers in history. And, I mean, he had him. He had him. And, oh, man, maybe next time. Burns will be champ eventually.
And Burns is very good. It was actually kind of wild that Burns was inviting him down to the mat. And for the first time, Usman's like, nah, we'll stand. Like, it was kind of wild seeing that, you know? That's what made the fight even more impressive to me.
Yeah, but I think he was hurt. That's when he was hurt. He got hurt bad. That's when he started trying to do takedowns. But he was mixing it up also to make to surprise Usman. I mean, man, I wish he could just take that fight back and finish him off. I mean, Usman's leg was right there. He could have chopped at it, just took his time, picked him apart, but he just went kind of crazy and lost.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
Well, listen, there's going to be a lot of rematches, so maybe he'll be another rematch for Usman. Manny, listen, I hope your power comes back soon.
All right. Thanks, guys. Take care.
That's Manny C, Jess.
Manny C.
Emmanuel. 150, baby!
150 thumbs in the air like you don't care.
150 thumbs in the
Air like you don't care. 150 thumbs in the air like you don't care. Open up your bra, show your tits 7%. Yeah. MMA show with the holes and the mold. JBH with the news you really can't compare. Throw your thumbs in the air. Throw your thumbs in the air. Come on. 150 thumbs in the air like you don't care. 150 thumbs in the air like you don't care. 150 thumbs in the air like you don't care. 150 thumbs in the air like you don't care. 150 thumbs in the air like you don't care. 150 thumbs in the air like you don't care.
Yes!
The dislikes can listen to Tyron Woodley rap.
Yes! On a Monday night, Jesse. On a Monday night.
Wonderful, wonderful.
I saw your subscriber count is in front of the 150 thumbs.
That's okay. It's okay.
so
Just
you
add it to the list of
know.
things for after the show.
Just so you know.
We got 12 minutes and 50 seconds left of show, so we're going to take some more phone calls. We'll try to rapid fire here. If you got anything you'd like to say about the fights that happened this weekend or upcoming fights or any of the other banter that went back and forth, give us a ring. Ring right now.
516-522-0267.
Let's hear your purdy voices. We are taking unblocked calls, not block calls tonight. So, I've noticed that ever since we started doing this, we can get other people in. Like, everyone can get aboard.
And
over
the
here.
content is valuable.
Yeah. So, listen, just unblock the number. Give us a call.
225, you're live with the MMA-Holes. What's the name? What's on your mind?
Hey, what's up?
What's up? Who is this?
This is Jay, and like your previous caller, I'm from Texas as well.
Oh, what's up, Jay?
How was the power situation like?
Hey, knock on wood, power's good over here. So I'm a little east of Dallas, but we're holding on.
You know what I noticed? We have a very, very large Texas audience, Moss.
Yeah. It's freaking awesome. When we drove through Texas, too, we were running into people. Texas, there's a lot of MMA holes over there.
Huge Texas audience.
Definitely do. The whole area, you know, I mean, definitely, I mean, MMA and UFC in general is popular all over the place, but you're right about that. I mean, it's definitely when they come down to Dallas or even down in Houston, they draw some big numbers.
It's awesome. That's awesome. Met some good people in Texas. So what's on your mind?
For sure. Man, you know, I'm looking at the news or reading some of the headlines earlier, and everybody's kind of got their hopes up of who they want to see as the next tough coaches, and not exactly sure if it's completely confirmed or not, but Masvidal and Usman, that's not the show to make. We need Covington and Usman or Masvidal if they're going to bring Masvidal in at all.
I agree.
I mean, you know, nothing really against Masvidal other than the fact that, you know, he's been beat by everybody under the moon. He's got 15, 20 losses, career journeyman. What are they doing? I mean, Usman just finished him, or he took him to decision easily, didn't finish him, but I mean, what is it? Because he's got more Instagram followers. They want to put him on the ESPN Plus Tough Enough show, or The Ultimate Fighter. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, I was just going to finish up. It's just Covington is the guy. This is entertainment. He's going to bring it. You love him, you hate him, whatever. You're going to watch. He's going to make the show fun. We don't need a career journeyman with 14, 15, 16 losses, sold as fool's gold, basically, that he's up at the same level with Usman and Covington.
All right. Thanks for the hot take. Like it.
There we go, man. I'm telling it like it is.
All right, man. Thanks for the call, man.
I agree. I
like that chuckle at the end.
It's refreshing to hear like he's not on the huge Masvidal train. Like he's
preaching.
He gets that. Like he was saying the same thing you were saying. He's basically saying like, you know, it's just because of the hype around him that people want this fight, but at the end of the day, it doesn't really make sense.
Fool's gold is what the man said. Jorge Fool's Gold Masvidal. That's what it is. Guy's a very nice guy, very smart man with his marketing skills, and I'm glad that he's doing well. But let's be serious here. If you watch this man and Usman, the coaches of Tough, it's going to be boring as fook. I'm telling you. I don't mind seeing the rematch. It's kind of cool, but I don't want to hear the people say, oh, he beat him already, blah, blah, blah. It's just ridiculous, man. Jorge Masvidal should fight, I don't know, a Nate Diaz rematch. Give him Covington. Even Leon. All those fights, they're more interesting to me than watching him get beat by Usman again. And for Usman, he should fight the winner of Colby and Edwards. That's the only one he should fight unless he goes up, or maybe Stephen Thompson if you want to make an argument about that. But that's that. Diaz rematch, coach of Tough. Let's do that with Jorge. It would be so exciting to bring back Tough with the rematch of Masvidal and Diaz. I know Masvidal looked great against Diaz, but I want to see that Diaz with that swag talking some shit to Masvidal for a whole season. That's the fight. That's the show. Stop it. Stop it with the fool's gold. 516-522-0267. Unpopular opinion. Let's see what the chat has to say as we wait on some more calls. Thompson, don't throw stones in a glass house. Christopher, shame, shame. Don't know what you're talking about. NH, what up, man?
Hey, Chris and Jesse.
How you doing?
Wonderful.
I'm wonderful too.
All right, and what do you think about tonight?
Why do people just not like Usman? I don't get it. You guys don't like him. I don't understand. I just don't get it.
Who, Uzi? Usman?
Yeah.
Uzi Poozy?
I don't know why.
Because he keeps winning. They don't want it anymore.
I guess so. Yeah, I agree with you. I don't want to see him fight Masvidal at all. Nope. I don't want to see that. Like you said, Colby or Edwards, any of those other guys. Who else is on the list? Oh, Wonder Boy. Who else? Who else on the list?
What do you think about Nick Diaz? Nick Diaz versus Usman. What do you think? Michael Hickboy. Just skip the line. That's the real money fight.
No, I don't want to see that either.
Okay. Had to ask.
No. Had to ask. Okay, and if I forget, when's next fight? Coming up, yes. So you're going to go against your guy, huh?
Yeah,
man. Really?
I want Derek Lewis to win really bad, but I'm not going with my heart. I'm going to go with my head. I've been thinking that Blades is going to be laying on him for a while now, and I don't know. I hope Lewis cracks him, but I don't think that's going to happen. Jess?
You don't think so? Really? You're going to go against your guy? Wow.
Yeah. I'm going against him, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Ann. I hate to do this to you. Yeah. Who are you going?
They're both favorite. I love Lewis too. Just the way they're, yeah, I'm gonna go with Blades too. I think he's gonna crack him. I think he's gonna get him. But you never know about you never know about Lewis because he always looks like sometimes he's like totally out of it, tired, and all of a sudden, boom, guy's down, KO'd on the ground, out.
Some of the greatest comeback wins, the most knockout in heavyweight history. A lot of people be like, what are you doing, Chris? Lewis knows how to win. He's been there. He fought for a title. This guy, he's beaten some of the best. Why would you pick against him? Well, because Curtis Blades is going to drag his ass. He's going to drag his ass. This is a big wrestler. This is a big problem. If DC was able to throw around Lewis, and DC, is a very good wrestler, don't get me wrong, but Blades is even bigger, stronger. It's not going to be a good night for Lewis, unfortunately.
Yeah, those wrestlers. Sometimes they're not as good against the strikers. Sometimes strikers are better. You just never know.
Yeah.
You never know. Hey, and guess what? On Friday, I'm going to be 55 years old.
55 years old? Well, you know what? I hope you get a new phone for your 55th birthday because it sounds like you're underwater.
Yeah. Underwater. Yeah. It could be because the battery's starting to go dead.
Oh, okay.
That could be one of the reasons.
Well, happy birthday. You do anything for your 55th?
Huh?
You doing anything for your 55th birthday?
No, it's just everything's, closed down.
Hanging.
I can't really do anything.
Yeah, it sucks.
Might be able to go to a restaurant we can actually eat outside, though. But in Oregon, you freeze your butt off. And we just got done having a bad winter storm, so, yeah.
Well, Ann, listen, happy birthday. Happy early birthday to you. And if you're here for Fuko Friday, we'll sing you a nice song. How's that sound?
Oh, yeah, of course I'll be here. Yes.
Nice,
Of
Ann.
course I will be. I'm an OG. I'm always here. I'm always around. Always listening. Always cheering you guys on. Rooting for you. And yes.
We
you guys are
appreciate
awesome.
it,
Love
Ann.
the show. Love the MMA-Holes. You guys are great.
Thank you, Ann.
Mm-hmm.
And goodbye.
All right. Goodbye.
516-5220. I hate saying goodbye to Ann because she's the best. But we have to squeeze at least one more call on here. Happy birthday. Everyone drop a happy 55th birthday to Ann H. the Knitter. The lovely, beautiful Ann H. Hope she has a magical, wonderful, wonderful day.
Yes, sir.
55. The 5-5. That's a big one.
Yeah.
That's a big one. All right, only 3 more minutes. Get your calls in. If you could squeeze them in, now's the time to do it. Limited time left. Thank you to everyone that hit that like button. Thank you to everyone that dropped a dono. Appreciate it. And we will be back here on Wednesday night. I got to reach out to the guests. We got to follow up. And if it comes through, we have a pretty interesting guest coming on next Wednesday. We have one for sure, but the second one, I'm pretty interested. We'll see if we can get him. Yeah. So what do you think, Jesse? I know I'm disappointing some people going against my guy that I always go with.
Yeah, it weirds me out a little bit.
Yeah, I always go with him. But it's just that feeling. I got a feeling. I hope Derek Lewis wins this fight in the worst way. By the way, I forgot that these guys were fighting this weekend until it was thrown onto our laps. I completely forgot about it. Let's look at this card. And another co-main event of the ladies, Vieira versus Kunitskaya. Mr. Rosa back in action from Massachusetts fighting a minor. That sounds like it's illegal.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Olenek is back. That's Justin Jr.'s boy. Back in action versus Daukus. To be a... What? What? Wow. Damn, someone's coming in on super short notice. And you got Andrei Arlovsky versus Ben Askren's smaller-faced retarded cousin. All right.
Smaller face, retarded cousin.
Yeah, it's him.
Yeah.
Right? Right?
Yeah.
If you wonder why we don't have specific fighters on the show, it might be because of stupid comments like that. All right. Yeah. Anyway, let's take a couple of comments from the chat. We have 1:30. If we got no calls, we shut her down.
Let's see. Hey, you all haters, to me, you can all lick my balls, says Ann.
Whoa.
2 joints says JBH loves mining. That's true. Lewis for the win, says Jay Smokey. Yoda Twinkie says, how do you feel about Nunes versus Anderson?
Jay Smokey's from Texas, right?
Yeah.
It's your Texas boy, man. I hope you're right. But how do I feel about what?
Nunes versus Anderson.
Listen, man, I know PPV Dizzle, who has literally the hardest name to say. I don't know why. Say PPV Dizzle.
PPV Dizzle.
I stumble over that name all the time. But I know he's going hard with saying that Megan is going to knock out Amanda Nunes.
He said that?
Yep.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
That's another one where, listen, I know Amanda's going to be a pretty heavy favorite, but
I did say it would be cool to see her upset Nunes.
But now Nunes is going to upset the snowflake.
But now, not knock out. She's not going to knock her out.
Yeah. You don't think so? You don't think upset knockout? No? Why not? We saw upsets on last Saturday night. Maybe the Lioness gets knocked out by... Listen, Megan Anderson's a big girl. No? Okay. Who wins? Nunes? Megan? 3 seconds left. We'll get your comments in.
Ooh, strong pecs. Oh.
Pectorals. That's called chocolate. All the chocolate and cake that I eat and ice cream.
All right. Good show again. Jay Smokey says, "Oh, PPV Dizzle, really?"
Yeah, it's a bold pick.
Yeah, it's weird. It's a weird one. MMA Superfan says if Lewis comes in under 245 numbers, he's got the win. MMA Genie says, LOL, I eat my shit whole. I don't fucking take piece by piece.
Thank you for joining us tonight. We'll leave on that note. If you want to get some merch, by the way, check out these beautiful, wonderful, wonderful MMA-Holes shirts. When those events start opening back up, I want to see you guys and gals rocking our swag, because when we're hitting the stadium again and going crazy, doing live streams from the event, we want to see you rocking the gear, being proud to be an MMA-Hole. So underneath this video, there's some shirts down below, hats, the whole deal. By the way, Carper rocking his hat again today on his live stream. And you can go to the MMAHoles.com for that as well. JBH, take it away.
Thank you guys so much for joining us. Thank you to our sponsors, Ballsy at ballwash.com. Link in the description. Promo code MMA-HOLES. That's MMA-Holes for 15% off your entire purchase. Also, Lux Bidet, link in the description. Get 10% off at checkout. Get your bidet attachments for your toilet today. Link in the description, 10% off at checkout. Also, MysticRootsCBD.com. That's MysticRootsCBD.com. 20% off of all of your CBD organic hemp products. And that's promo code MMAHOLES as well. Also, thank you to ESPN Plus for giving us all of our pay-per-views every single month. Make sure you guys use that link in the description. And as always, guys, we will be live on Wednesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Time for TGIW. Don't be an a-hole. Be an MMA-Hole.